Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
What's going on, people? Welcome. This is This is live, by the way. This is live. I know a couple of people saying, is this pre-recorded? No, we are live. But big up everyone. Big up everyone who's been waiting. Obviously, this is just it's not last minute with regards to we had planned to film today, but we have had to have a change of plan of what we were going to do with Cal not being available today. Cal's cool, but he wasn't able to film today, meaning we've had to change up what we're going to do and do something else. If you want proof that we're live, I'm picking up this drink, telling you I'm live as I'm picking up this drink. There you go. People need proof, you know. But yeah, we're going to do a little something, as you can see from the title, people. We're going to rate the summer transfer window because I just want us to just draw a line under this. There's been a lot of back and forth. What was this? What was that? Was this good? Was that good? So let's just get like an official, let's just do it, innit? Let's just do it. And then we draw a line under it and then we just move on. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Musa Left C says, first things first, the Hendo interview.
Yeah, do you know what? All right.
I haven't watched it in its entirety.
No. So it was
that was why I didn't want to
transcript.
talk about it.
Okay, it's a transcript from the Athletic. They done an interview. He did an interview with the Athletic.
I tell you what, we'll touch on that at the end.
Okay,
we'll touch
cool.
on that at the end. Let's do what we're here for.
Yeah.
And then we'll touch on that at the end. Yeah, a couple of people are asking about Hendo. Yeah, we'll touch on that later. And whatever has gone on in this interview, it doesn't change like what he achieved. I'm seeing like people trying to like, you know, slander him online and stuff like that. Like I don't know what he said because I haven't seen it, but it don't change what he achieved at Liverpool.
No, it doesn't change. I think just quickly, I know we'll talk about it, but I think he's just hurt, innit? He's hurt. That's what it is. He's just hurt. That's what I'll say. He's hurt. He spoke of someone who's very proud of what he's achieved, and he's just hurt. That's all it is. But yeah.
Hurt people. So let's just let him get over it, and then we'll move on from there. Jamrock says, we rating just for Liverpool or the other top six? No, just for Liverpool, Jamrock. Actually, no. Oh, should we include the other ones at the end?
What? See how we can do? Let's do R1.
Yeah, you know what, Jamrock? We can throw that in at the end, actually, bro. Yeah, we can throw that in at the
gloss
end.
over them, the other people, if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, well played, Jamrock. We'll add that in at the end. But I'm gonna use the player rating chart, guys, to just give it a little bit more visualness so that you can kind of like, you know, feel a little bit more like you can see what's going on. Let me zoom in. Is that a little bit bigger now for you, Matt? Can you see that better? Yeah.
Yeah.
That better.
Yeah. That's
Cool. Right, Matt. I'm gonna start with you. Actually, let's start with the red herring because a lot of people are going to be asking why Kwanzaa is on this thing. As we discussed before, the reason why I've decided to put him there and you've agreed to put him there is the plans going forward for this season. I think he's a major part of them. And I think he's a major part of the reason why we never bought a centre-back. I think anybody who doesn't think that's being a bit naive. If he wasn't ready to be a first-team player, I think we would have gone and got another centre-back. I do. Maybe kept Nat Phillips, but I doubt that. I think we would have gone and got another one. For that reason, people, I'm including Kwanzaa in the rating of what we did this summer. Because even though he wasn't a transfer, I think he's part of what the squad is going to be quite heavily this season. So that's why
I agree with that.
that's why I've included him. And
I
Doak
agree.
played last season, which is why I haven't included him. Doak was part of last season. It's not really fair to put him on this list when
Kwanzaa
he was
wasn't.
part of last season's squad.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean?
yeah. Kwanzaa was never really like when we finished the season last season. There was no talk of Kwanzaa being a part of this first team squad, so to speak. And he's had a good preseason, obviously, and obviously he had a good preseason camp as well. And Klopp's obviously seen that he feels like he can be, put into the first team squad. So we have to put him there because he's part of that first team squad, but we wasn't expecting him to be there. So I think that makes sense. And then we can, man. But let's listen. This is Team Kopish, people. If there's one thing that we're honest in it. So right now you're about to get pure honesty from these signings that we've made, and the player that we've actually integrated into the squad as well. So
yeah. So let's start with him. What would you rate him in terms of being fifth choice for this season and for what you've seen of him so far? So in terms of ability wise, I'm gonna give the ranking.
Yeah.
And then tell me how well you think, the addition is to the centre back. So firstly, rate him for me on a scale of 1 to 10, please, bro.
In terms of his ability so far, I would say the kid's got ability. He's physical, he's athletic, can read the game pretty good. I would say he's probably like ability-wise a 7.
Okay.
I think he or 6.
So you would say he's
6.5.
Okay, so between above average and good, then.
Actually, no. When I think about ability, he's actually got good ability, because it's more about mental with him in terms of how is he going to develop? If he's fifth choice centre back, and he's already shown for whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes that I don't look out of place. Let's go 7. I'm gonna say 7 for his ability drift. He's got good ability, He's got good ability. If we're just strictly talking the ability that he has, it's got to be a 7. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think
man got thrown into the deep end, bro.
I think he's a good player. You're right. He is a good player. Yeah.
Fifth choice as well.
Yeah. You're right. And until proven otherwise, I would rate Kwanzaa as a good player. You're right. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. But how would you rank him now in terms of the addition to the squad?
Yeah, see, in terms of the addition to the squad, this is where it's going to change. I'm going to lower the ranking because I can't sit here and lie and say I didn't want a centre-back that was more assured, a centre-back that had more experience, a centre-back that was of a higher level. So now we're talking about integrating him into the squad. How am I looking at it? I'll be honest, I'd have to drop it to like 5.5.
So what should we do here then? Should we leave how well you think his addition to the squad is and rank that? Leave him ranked on how good he is as a player, or should we do a thing where we combine the two and then we find the middle ground? Which I
say we kind of find the middle ground. So if I'm saying right now, him being brought into the squad is like a 5.5, but he's like but 7. You gotta average it out at like a 6.
Okay, so you think we should combine the two and then average it?
Yeah, I think so. I do think so. You'll see why, because there's going to be certain players it will definitely make more sense for those players.
So you would have given him a 5.5 in terms of how much he bolsters the squad, but you'd have given him a 7 for his ability. So that means we'll drop him in at a 6 then. He's come in and his addition to the squad is around the 6 if we're averaging it.
Yeah, because you got to remember, he's fifth choice centre back. And whenever you're fifth choice, you're not expected to be some superstar, firstly. Not only that, we've just said the guy's got ability, that we're giving him a 7. But then when we overall look at it, we would say it's an average addition to the squad only because of we was expecting more. Like, remember, a lot of the people in the chat was expecting maybe a bid for Hincapié, for example, was expecting bids for like other Inacio potentially. Like, those were the levels we were aiming at. So that's why we have to keep it a buck in it. We can't sit here and say, oh, he's amazing just because we only got him, if that makes sense. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you. I think that works
Yeah.
out. A lot of people in the chat are saying that we should average it as well. People
Yeah,
are saying
yeah.
they think he's an upgrade on Phillips as well, which is kind of mad considering
Should-
Phillips was a
Oh!
good fifth choice player.
I wouldn't get carried away. Only reason being, Phillips has played games that led us. I say led us, but we was able to get top 4, bro. And you got to think about who Phillips was playing with. Bro, Phillips was playing with Reece Williams and Kabak and them, man.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit unfair at this stage to call him an upgrade on Phillips because Phillips never let us down, man.
Look at Phillips' game at the San Siro.
The Real Madrid game in lockdown when we went out was the only game I remember Phillips being rubbish in, if I'm being honest with you.
Phillips, listen.
I don't really ever remember Phillips being rubbish.
Yeah, we can't sit here and say, do you know who he is an upgrade on? And even now, this is me being a little bit disrespectful, but Reece Williams, for example. And that's only because I think his skill set is higher than Reece Williams.
Yeah. He's a huge upgrade.
He's more of a unit. Yeah. He's more athletic. He's more, I can be aggressive. And I think the way how we play suits him more than Reece Williams. You get what I'm trying to say? Reece Williams, bless him, because he done very well. He helped. Listen, you see, Reece Williams, Kabak, and Nat Phillips, they will always be them kind of like cult hero guys because they helped us get top 4, bro. No, big man, they helped us get top 4, bro.
But I mean, Reece Williams was a bit of a passenger in that, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. It wasn't like he was like really doing brilliant defending or anything. He was kind of just like filling in a space, and he did okay.
Yes, but remember when Kabak got injured and Reece Williams had to play a little bit more than expected?
Yeah. Again, it might come across.
I'm not giving him harsh,
but Reece Williams was a bit more of a passenger. I think Phillips stood up and was counted. I think Reece was a little bit of a passenger.
They got now though. Man said, I remember Matt's first impression of Kabak said he sensed danger defending. I did, bro, and I wasn't wrong, bro. Hey, listen. My talent ID is on point, people. I knew Kabak was a bit funny, but I'm still not going to take away. If it wasn't for him, Nat Phillips and Reece Williams, them man helped us get top 4, bro.
They did. Bro. They did.
They did.
All right, we'll settle on a 6 for Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
All right. Which one do you want to go with next?
We have to go with the first summer. Come on, let's do it in order how we signed them.
Okay.
Yes, I'm saying.
All right. So Mac 10 t-shirts in store now.
Oi, now. What are you saying? Dropping the advert? We cutting promos and that.
Nah, do you know what? We won't do that. But I tell you what we will do though. Let me get it up. Let me
pause. Big pause. I saved you. You see, you see, you and Kyle, I always save you, man. You man don't save me, but it's cool though. I saved you, bro.
Oh man.
Can't even repeat what you said because you know what I'm saying?
Let me get
bigger everyone in the chat as well. Love for the love, people.
Let me get the store up. There you go, people. Match 10. What we saying?
Yo, man said the Mac 10 right now. Team Kop-Ish store.
Spraying. See it
Them
there?
ones there, you know.
In stores
people,
now.
Go copy. You have to go cop that.
Hold on. While I'm here. Why not? While I'm here. Real quick. Who's the real boss out here, Matt? What are you saying?
Shit, man, like Sober Slide. Jeez.
Go cop that tea right now, people.
Trust me.
Cop that.
No,
tea
right. Jiff. Big man thing. I was gonna say, people need to understand the detail in those prints. You know, it's not a joke.
Yeah.
No. It's not a joke, people. When you see the detail, it's crazy.
Let me bring it up one more time.
Yeah. Show
the
detail.
The people a lot of work went into this, people.
No, it did. People need to understand. Look at the detail, people. It's not a joke out here. Team Kopish. Look at the fade that Soberslide has. Are you mad? No,
it's not a joke.
People, you need to understand. It's levels out here.
Hold on a minute. And he deserves his flowers right about now as well.
Hey, man, like, dog. Hey, look at Drift. Look at the detail, people. This is what we do. We don't mess about.
Come
We
on.
don't miss the target. You get what I'm saying? We don't miss. Mac 10.
Like Darwin versus Newcastle.
Mac
right.
10. But yeah, this is a water pistol. Not trying to advocate violence and everything. You know what I'm saying? Water pistol. Yeah,
No, he's just holding them. He's just holding them.
Yeah. For a brethren. He's holding for a brethren like this. Yo, big man, yeah. It's calm, out. Yeah. Got a few.
Big up Imran. Big up your damn self, bro. So he's got the hoodie. Big up yourself, man. Big up to anyone who's copped any merch as well.
Guy,
man.
folks, why have you got to beat this up? This man said, Matt, you wish you had a fade now. I lie. Why are you gonna do that?
Yeah, Imran. I know why. Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
Why are you gonna do that, bro? And so what if I wanted a fade? I can't get a fade. I could 2 years ago. But
hey,
now,
Ken, big up your damn self, man.
All right, big up yourself.
Man. Big up,
Love
man. Appreciate
that.
Appreciate that, man. Right, let's get back on track. You know, we're the kings of what's the word?
I don't even know.
Tangents.
Yeah,
we're the king of tangents. All right, we're back in. All right, we're gonna go with Mac 10. All right, Mac.
I'll let you go first on this one.
Okay,
Ability.
Okay.
You go first on this one, bro. Okay, ability, right. Mac 10.
Right. So you know we're going up here somewhere. I'm gonna go 9.
You got 9.
Ability wise, I think McAllister is a sensational footballer. I really do. I really, really do. He's got a bit of everything, bro. The guy can tackle. The guy can. He's got vision. He can pass. He's not quick, but he's not slow.
Yeah,
his feet are quick though. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's press resistant.
Yeah,
bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And again, I'm not just saying this for the sake. Because he's part of my talent ID. He's part of the reason. Again, I think my judge worked, and I got McAllister to Liverpool. You lot all know I was talking about.
No, 100. You did.
For a long time, bro. The player that we have in this guy. What I think was not a liberty. It's not a liberty because I think everybody appreciated McAllister, but we was like, who's next? Who's next? So I don't think we truly appreciated when we signed him because we were like, we've got the first one through the door. Who's next? Because we were just on it, bro. That's
because of our team, though. I think you're right. It's because, bro, we let like seven players go, like 4 midfielders. I think it was, or 5, 4 or 5, And we're thinking, no, that's a 6 signing. But you're right. We were like, who's next though? Because we need more. We didn't really take time.
Like, boom.
To appreciate and go, no, we just signed a World Cup winner.
And an integral part of the World Cup winning team.
Yeah,
not some passenger. Like integral part of that team.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Don't go overboard, though, Drift, because we still.
No. What Goat is saying here as well. Consider how much we paid in the price. That we will be, bro. We will 100% be included in the price. But this is obviously the part where we're doing the rating as how.
Yeah.
We'll include the price when we're talking about like what he means to the team. You know what I mean, and so on. All right, so it's me who's going first on this one again. All right, so you've done a bit. In fact, you've done it. Have you done your ability yet? Have you done ability? All right, no, you go. On ability, what would you say on ability?
No, you go first. I said you go first on this one, bro.
All right. So no, but then that means I've got to say how good I think the transfer is then. Because remember, I've already rated him on a 9.
You're saying ability 9, yeah?
Ability 9, yeah.
All right, let me do your ability now, and then so we'll do 1 for 1. All right, so I'm saying ability-wise, this is where it gets mad. It's not like I want to demote him, but then I'm thinking, you know what?
What, you mean you might bring it down below a 9?
No, I'm just... All right, so what's Alcantara is literally Thiago, yeah? That's literally Thiago. Yeah, literally.
In terms of ability,
that's a Thiago.
In terms of ability, and Alcantara would be a player you put in the same category as Salah, Thiago, Van Dijk.
Yeah,
when we signed like that. Those were like Alcantara
I was about to
players,
say
right?
Modric, but them man there that just got so much
Modric,
tech.
Messi,
Like
those type of players would be an Alcantara.
Calm.
So so rate him. Allison would be an Alcantara. Those are the type of people that would go in that category. So
If
what would you rate McAllister for ability?
all right,
Guys?
I was. I'm caught between two. What's happened?
Yeah. The spamming, man. The spamming. What is going on, man? You got to get.
Who's spamming?
Come on, man. Come on. Stop that.
Mods.
I've sorted it.
Assembled. Assembled. Mods. Assemble. All right, calm. If he's, I'll be honest, it's between an 8.5 and a 9. You know.
Okay, well, we're just gonna leave him there at a 9.
I think we should. No. I'm just gonna say you can't. Don't try and sway my vote. However, I'm still gonna go 9. I'm gonna go 9. Because when I think about it, the only thing that he doesn't have is crazy athleticism. If I actually deep it, like he has everything else, you know.
Yeah.
His IQ is off the. If there's one thing about we don't speak about enough is his IQ. There's a reason why Klopp was playing him in a 6. Remember, when you're the 6, your game intelligence has to be, in my opinion, at a very, very high level because you have to be able to see the game before everybody else. And the fact that Klopp plays him there, even though we might not like it, it's a testament to his ability to be able to even play there, to be competent to play there. So I'll give him a 9 as well, bro. I'll give him a 9.
Okay. Right. Now we have to talk about how much he's boosted the squad, taking into consideration how good of a signing he is based on the transfer fee.
Bro, he might go.
I would say the transfer fee makes him an Alcantara without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes, it does. 35
million for a player of his quality.
Bro, even if the rumored are supposed to be 55, bro, do you know how much of a bargain that is even now?
Bro, that means that Chelsea paid more for Lavia than we paid for McAllister.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, bro. Crazy. And that's no shade on Lavia. I'm just saying that's the market, though. That's not shade.
You hide your shade. I ain't hiding my shade, bro.
No, do you know what it is, though? Lavia is a good player, but obviously ability-wise, not even ability, but just as an overall, what you're getting for what you're paying for, the money that we paid for McAllister is an absolute. As someone said, it's a steal. It's great.
I don't even believe that add-on part, you know, because Sky Sports are the only people that have reported that. We know they get prices. I know constantly, bro.
All the top journalists have none of them. I don't think
none of them have said that. All the top journalists said 35 million. All of them.
Yeah, it's a flat fee.
In fact, you know why there can't be add-ons? Why would there be add-ons on a release clause?
True.
There can't be. It's just 35 million. That's just Sky Sports talking shit. Come on, man. Let's be real.
But it was rumored to be a complicated release clause to trigger. So you never know. I don't know what clauses are in there.
Well, anyway, we'll go with a 35 mil until further notice.
So if we're going to say an Alcantara.
So that's an Alcantara based on his
value.
Price. And
what does he add now to the squad?
I would keep him at a 9 for what he's added to the squad. I think he's an excellent addition to the squad.
Can I be honest? I think what he's added to the squad is a 10, and I'll tell you why. This is no shade.
You ain't gonna get an argument out of me there, bro. In fact, no. You're actually right. But
I'll tell you why. Right. Jordan Henderson was past his prime. Fabinho, in my opinion, was past his prime. Naby Keita was injury prone. Oxlade-Chamberlain was injury prone. That's nothing against those players, but I've just given you reasons as to why I think McAllister goes in and he's not injury prone. He's in his prime. And in my opinion, he's only going to get better.
Is he in his prime?
Well, what is he, 24?
At 24, is he actually in his prime?
Yeah. No, I don't
even think he's in his
prime. No, I'll tell you why he is.
Bro.
When you play for Liverpool, your prime starts early because you start running from as soon as you land, bro. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to say? So I'm gonna say this: he's a 10 for what he adds to the squad. which means the level needs to go up. And I'm gonna say,
which means he's a 10 then, because if his price tag made him an Alcantara, and his ability is a 9, that means to even it out, he stays a 10. McAllister's a 10.
Bro, he can do the 6, he can do the 8, and he can do the 10 thing. And I've seen him do it for Brighton. And for us, he's done the 6 and the 8 so far. And he's been, listen, it's one of the reasons why we were so, what's the word I'd say? What's the game? What's the game that we won the other day, bro? And he wasn't even amazing, but he wasn't even like spectacular. But his spectacular games, his non-spectacular games are so good. He's that good, if that makes sense. So him not having a great game is still a good game. If those were other midfielders, we'll be like, oh my gosh, because of them, we've lost the game, X, Y, and Z. This guy is quality, bro. Something that we've missed for a while.
And as Mac 10 says here, what can Mac 10 not do on and off the ball? Absolute baller. And he's gone 10 for Mac 10. I agree, bro. We're gonna go with 10. There isn't really anything McAllister can't do, other than beat a player with like flair. I think that's probably the only thing that McAllister's not good at. One
thing I've noticed as well, people, watch how hard it is to try and knock him off the ball. His stature, and he's not tall. His stature for someone who's not very tall. He knows how to hold on to the ball, and you can't like barge him off the ball easy. He is strong on the ball, people. Undercover strong. One of them man there as well. Trust me.
Do you know what? I personally think McAllister is the Genie replacement. You know, a lot of people like to be like, he's the replacement. I think within our squad and what he's going to bring
there's someone
to the team,
else. There's someone else.
I think it's McAllister, you know. I think McAllister is so good at all round. For his all-round game. And that's what Genie was. Genie could get us a goal. Genie could be defensive. Genie could hold the ball for retention and keep possession.
Giving away my answer.
No. I'm not saying that couldn't be true as well.
But let's not talk about him yet, because we ain't got to him yet. Let's not.
Yeah. But for what he's going to bring to our team, I think McAllister is going to be more of that, like, anyway. Yeah.
But listen, I've got no argument. Listen, it's not like I'm sitting there going, "No, bro." What I'm saying is, I disagree, but I understand why. Because you know why? He's a complete CM, innit? And Genie was a complete CM. Well, at least when he fit, by the time Genie finished his time at Liverpool, he was a complete CM. Because he could do the 6, he could do the 8, he could do the 10. You have to remember, Genie could do it all.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp molded a complete CM, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Hugo's got a good point. Like, McAllister is a very much a Gundogan mold. That's very true,
bro. If he went City,
it's a good job we got him, because I think City would have went. I think City would have got him. If we never got him, City would have got him.
100%. If we didn't get him, City was 100% getting him. Because who did they get? Actually, no, we'll talk about that towards the end of the show. Who they got? I was trying to remember. I think it was Matthias Nunes, isn't it? They got. Oh, Kopish.
Right.
Kopish, you know.
All right, let's move on now. So that is where we're going to leave Mac at the thing on 10. Right.
So who next did we sign, bro? You know what time
it is. Soboslai.
Can I go first on this?
Inside
the right.
Inside the right.
Dom.
It's Dom on the MIC.
Trust me.
Dominic. I mean, straight away, we already know he's going to be up here somewhere. So do your thing, bro. In terms of ability, where you putting Sobo?
Ability is a 10. He's a 10.
Boom.
10. I wanted to say Alcantara, but I don't want to get carried away. I don't want to get carried away.
We can do that later on, innit? We can do that later on. I agree with you. I'd go with a 10 for ability as well. This guy is
his
insane.
Ability, bro. When I say, you know, when you was like, you know what, bro, guys, if we sign Luis Diaz, I'll be gassed. That's how I was in Soboslai, bro. Do you know what's so crazy? I just realized it's kind of happened in what's the word I would say?
Reverse order kind of thing.
Yeah, so like there's 2 players that I wanted Liverpool to get, and I said this 2 years ago, and I never thought they would end up at Liverpool because we never signed them. Obviously, one of them we'll talk about later, and the other person went from this. Soboslai went from Salzburg to Leipzig, and I was like, for flip's sake, man, all Liverpool had to do was go and sign him, and we messed up, bro. Let me say this, yeah.
We couldn't really get involved in that one though, because you went from a sister club to a sister club, so there's nothing really we could have done about that.
No, there's nothing we could have done. But bro, when I say it to you, I'm gonna say this year. For me, I reckon Soboslai, when it's all said and done, will be the signing of the whole transfer window, the whole thing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not discrediting no signings when I say that, because I'm not discrediting our own signing McAllister. I'm not discrediting Declan Rice. I'm not discrediting some of the players that Man City have signed, even Chelsea. I still think I said it will become all right. But I'm telling you from now, Soboslai is different gravy. Do you know how gassed I am? That I still can't believe we've actually signed him, bro.
You right now,
bro,
you feel like I felt when we got Diaz.
Yeah,
there's like disbelief in it. You can't actually believe that you've got
because
the player
I thought we had
wanted.
no chance. Yeah, it's like me just sitting there on a random one saying, I don't know, Drift. Oh, if we ever got Mbappe, I think I don't even know. I would, and then imagine that next summer we're going to buy Mbappe, bro. I think I wouldn't even be able to stream because I won't be in the. I won't even know what to do, but I won't even know how to speak. I'll just be like flabbergasted, so to speak.
It's true. I'll put him on a 10 as well. 100%. The guy's ability is just
it's
mad.
Just different.
And I still think he's got a level to unlock.
Yeah, but all right, Drift, am I lying when I say this? When them two both signed, I said I thought McAllister would have the better start because he's more prem proven. I think Soboslai will take time. Did I not say that to you? Am I lying, Drift? And look what's happened. Soboslai has walked in and has looked like he's played in the Prem since 5 years ago. And I didn't think that would happen. I thought
only the Chelsea game, I think he looked a little bit off the pace. Ever since then, he's just been like...
I don't even think he's off the pace then. I don't even think so.
A little bit in the Chelsea game, just a little bit. But like, yeah, he's been sensational.
I genuinely didn't think he would adapt as quick as how he has now, bro. Like, genuinely, I didn't think so. He's arguably got 2 man of the match performances in his first 4 games.
Bruv, he's kind of the reason we've won the 2 games we went down to 10 men.
No,
think about it,
he is the reason.
He went on like a one-man mission to make sure we didn't feel like we were down to 10 men.
You know when they say he's him? Yeah. He's him, bro.
Yeah.
He's arrived, bro.
It's true. It's sensational. Absolutely sensational.
Bro, the guy's different.
I tell you what's crazy, bro. I feel bad for Cal. Because we continue to get the players that we want, and Cal just don't seem like...
I know.
Like, bro, imagine if we had got Caicedo. Yeah. I would have got 2 of the players I wanted. You would have got the player that you wanted. And it would have been like we picked...
No, we would have got 2. Remember, because we'll talk about... Remember the other person later on down the line?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. We would have been 2 for 2, bro.
So we would have been 2 for 2. And Cal...
We would have been 2 for 2. Yeah,
Cal wanted... Recently, Cal's wanted Thuram, who we were heavily linked with. Remember?
No, Kone's the one he wanted.
Kone. Heavily linked him at the start of the window, along with Thuram, and he also wanted Moussa Diaby from about 2 years ago.
He wanted Kone from about 2 years ago.
Yeah, he did. That's both of them.
Oh man,
imagine if Aston Villa go and get Kone.
No, don't do that, bro.
I'm just saying, yeah, he will be feeble.
Don't do that. Right. Now we have to move on to price. In this market, it's still considered cheap.
Of course,
but 60 million.
It's more.
It is a high transfer fee in terms of Liverpool. Like I think we've only gone above 60 mil 3 times. So for us as a club, it is considered a high transfer. In the grand scheme of things, it's not like, especially with the way the market is right now, it's nuts. But I think only Nunes, Alisson, and Van Dijk are actually more expensive for Liverpool, though. So it's still a very high Liverpool transfer.
Yeah, in terms of Liverpool, yeah. I'm trying. Yeah, no one else costs. Hold on, say that again. It was Alisson,
Nunes, and Van Dijk. I think they're the only players who cost more. So he's 4th in terms of Liverpool's highest ever.
Roughly,
transfer.
roughly 4th.
But in terms of the world, 60 mils a bloody snip in this market.
Bro, it's a...
Like, it's not even
Mason Mount went for how much?
Kai Havertz went for 66.
Yeah, but it's Kai Havertz, Kai Havertz. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Do you know what's so crazy? Let's put this into perspective.
Oh, bro, do you know I've actually got footage of the rest of the board trying to catch Edu before he actually finalized the Havertz deal. Hold on a minute. Here we go. This is Eddie trying to get away from the rest of the committee so he can finalize the Havertz deal.
I've seen this video. Bro.
Oh man.
Eddie
He
was
managed to
doing a
get away and
massive-
finalize the deal though.
Bro, let me show you how bad it could have
man.
been for us. We were linked with Kai Havertz when he was at Leverkusen. I don't know if you remember, Drift. When he was at Leverkusen before he went to Chelsea. We were linked with
Yes.
him, yeah?
Yeah.
Imagine he's at Chelsea. Liverpool could have reignited their interest, you know. Don't get twisted. And let me say this. Imagine if Arsenal would have got Soboslai and we would have got Kai Havertz. Do you understand the levels that Soboslai is if he went to Arsenal? Oh my goodness.
No. I think it'd be better for Liverpool, but what it would have done for their squad would have been mad. It would have been mad.
No. You don't hear what I'm saying. Imagine if we would have got Kai Havertz and they would have got Soboslai. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you know how lucky we are to get him?
I'm not living in that world.
Do you know how lucky we are to get Soboslai? I don't think people really understand.
No, they do. I'm not gonna lie, man. They do. I think the whole Liverpool fan base.
They understand. No, because
gets it, bro.
big up to everybody that hasn't seen that much of him up until this season. But for those that have seen him when he was at Salzburg and at Leipzig, will fully understand. He hasn't even reached final form yet. And what I'm saying is this: if he was to go to Arsenal and we would have got Kai Havertz, oh my days! In sort of a grand scheme of things, he would have been. People would have been speaking about him more, but it's only because Liverpool have got him. And because we're under a rebuild, it's like, yeah, he's a good player. He's better than what you had before. No, the guy's special. Trust me, he's special. It's so crazy. All Liverpool fans understand he's special anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. But
no, they
people
do.
outside of that, outside Liverpool, don't understand what the person that we have, bro. Trust me.
So, rating his ability was 10.
Yeah.
Now we have to rate him based on price tag. In terms of price tag, I still think he's a 10.
Yeah, so do I. Because I'm looking at the market. I'm looking at the market. I'm not trying to focus too much on like how expensive he is for us in terms of maybe the fourth highest or highest price player that we've signed. I'm looking at is the market today, bro. This is what I'm saying. If we would have got Mount instead of Soboslai, or even if we would have got a Matthias Nunes,
I agree.
I still think is a good
I agree
player.
with what Bob's saying though. Mount would have been a different animal under Klopp. I think at Man United he's not going to reach his potential.
No, I agree with that as well.
Soboslai is definitely the better player without a shadow of a doubt, though. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
I would go. So we'll both go 10 for price as well. Now, based on the addition to the squad,
I'm going 10.5.
Let's just do it. There's no point even arguing about it.
There's no point.
There's no point even arguing about it. It is what it is.
Bro, we have a dynamic midfielder who is not just athletic, he's technically gifted and is willing to put in a shift if we happen to go down to 10 men. He follows instructions. He's tactically superior to a lot of players that were before him. He understands his role. He's only going to get better. He's given us a goal threat from outside of the box. He's a captain of his home country. He's got a winning mentality. And my man just came out on interview and said, yeah, I spoke to Salah. Salah stayed. Bro, this man is... Soboslai is 30, bro. He's 30, bro.
Man's already doing the interviews.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Perfect English, like it's mad, bruv.
He's
It's like we put the number 8 on his back because he's telling everybody within a little while, I'll be the captain. I would not be shocked if Szoboszlai was Liverpool captain within the next 18 to 24 months. I'm not joking, bruv. I swear down, bruv. I would not be shocked. The only thing that keeps Trent above, the scouse in him is the only thing that keeps him captain over Szoboszlai. If you think about what Szoboszlai is like as a leader, the fact that he's already speaking well, the fact he's already being the one to come and
he's got a leadership trait.
Interviews, he's already the captain of his country.
I'll say this: he'll be the next captain after. So this is how I think it will go. When Van Dijk eventually hangs up his boots, whatever, it would naturally go to Trent because Trent is the vice. But when Trent is captain, he'll be vice. He'll be vice. And they're around the same age anyway. In fact, he's younger than Trent.
But you agree, it's only the scouts keeping him as a captain over Szoboszlai. We're talking about who's actually better captain.
I'm not answering those questions.
Now, we have to be honest, bruv. We just have to be honest, bruv.
No, they're both captain. The thing is, they work in tandem. And what you know, so crazy. People are already talking about the kind of what's it? The kind of what's I gonna say, like friendship that they have. Because if you watch the training videos now, it's always them two together all the time. They built up a good rapport with one another, and I'm telling you, Trent probably sees him and goes, "Yeah, like this guy, like he's mature, like
real
me,
recognized,
like
real, innit?
Real recognized, real, innit, bro." I'm telling you, that it's mad, it's mad.
We've got a lot of bromances in the squad that I'm loving.
We do. That's the perfect word I was trying to think of. Yeah, bromance.
You see the Salah and Nunes bromance? It's cooking, bro. I love it. You see the Gakpo and Van Dijk bromance? I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we got a lot of bromances cooking.
And
in
then you
the
just
squad,
got Alisson as Alisson's like the granddad. He's not old, but he's like the granddad. Like, he's look after everybody. He's everybody's father.
It is, bro. Everybody
he's the
loves
father.
Ali, bro.
Ali's the father, man.
So yeah, we're gonna settle on 10 points on the Alcantara overall. Yeah, it goes without saying for Szoboszlai, it's different. It's different. And if anybody disagrees, Drones asked me who's better, Szoboszlai or Maddison. As an overall player, it's Szoboszlai, like it is. But you see Maddison, Matt.
Yeah.
Remember how long I told everybody about Maddison and people?
No, you did. You said you preferred him over Grealish.
But if you see Maddison,
they are different players, but yeah,
they are. I knew if Maddison was unlocked, Maddison.
You did say that. I'll give you a flowers for that one. You kept on saying,
and people forgot about Maddie, because he got injured quite a bit or whatever, and Leicester weren't really good. People forgot about. Look at the impact and the difference Maddison has made to that Tottenham team. And you know what? From an outsider's point looking in, with no hate involved, I'm actually really upset for Tottenham fans. They never got to see Maddison and Kane, because do you know how much Maddison would have unlocked Kane?
No, we didn't need to see that, bro. We didn't need to see that.
Bro, do you know if Maddison and Kane got to play together, Kane would have probably got about 40 goals in the league.
No,
I'm not even gassing, bro.
One thing I'm going to say, though, is this, though. This is a weird one. I don't know whether he does... It sounds weird. I don't know whether he does the same with Kane there. Only because,
100%.
Remember, the game... No, here I'm about to say...
Kane would just stay further forward, bro, and just bang the goals in, bro.
The game is going through Maddison. If Kane was there, the game will go through Kane. And I feel like Maddison is playing with, like...
It wouldn't, bro.
Hear what I'm saying, bro?
Kane would just stay up front, bro. Kane would just stay up front, bro.
Kane drops deep to get involved.
But that's because they didn't have no creators, Matt.
Bro, hear what I'm saying.
If Maddison was there, he wouldn't need to do all that, bro.
Kane drops deep into that false 19. That's Maddison's spot. I'm not trying to say they'll get in each other's way, but I don't think Maddison plays with the same freedom. I could be so wrong, by the way. And for all I know, Kane might even break Haaland's record. But I'm just looking at it, playing style, and going, Maddison's playing more freely because he's got license to roam. And Son, you see how Son is very direct.
Son down the middle is a problem, you know. Son down the middle is an absolute problem, bro.
I said this, bro.
A lot of I can hear what a lot of people are saying about like Kane liking to drop deep and stuff. I do hear that. But that was an evolution of Kane's game based around the fact that Tottenham never had creativity. If you go and look at Kane prior to 2 years ago, he wasn't doing that, guys. So swap Richarlison for Kane yeah, in that Tottenham team now, bruv, Kane wouldn't need to drop back. Kane would just be a gunman and they would light up this league. I'm not going to lie.
No,
it
but I
would
think
actually
Kane
have got pretty
likes to
disgusting
drop deep. I hear what you're saying. Kane, but do you know what it is? Because Kane is a complete centre forward. And because he's gotten older, he realized that he doesn't have the same sort of burst of acceleration, but he wants to always be involved in the game. Now, there's not you might be right, and he might just be like, you know what? I ain't got to drop deep no more because Madison's right there and he could just give me the ball. Or he might do the opposite. It's hard to say it's 50-50 because I think he might go, even though we got Madders, now I can drop deep, but know that I've got runners going ahead of me. Because remember, Kane wants to get involved in the game if he can.
I know, but that was based on the fact they had no creativity, man. It was, man. Once they with Maddie in the team,
you might be right. I'm just saying.
And you know what? If he did drop deep, Madison's got the ability to just overlap.
Yeah,
him
to go
ahead.
Do
you get what I mean? Between the two of them, I'm not gonna lie. Tottenham must be a little bit annoyed at the fact that they never got to see it. Because I think Kane's breaking that Premier League record with Maddison playing behind him. I do. If Kane can get 30 goals in a dog shit finished 7th Tottenham team, imagine what he would do in an attacking team under Postecoglou with Maddison behind him. It would have actually been like crazy. But anyway, that's what that. And Basuma as well.
I'm not gonna lie, Tottenham. But here's the thing:
Tottenham can cook this year if they
who have they played? Have they played anyone of sufficient quality though? All jokes aside, have they?
Yeah, but it's not just about that.
No, I saw one game where I saw their new centre back get absolutely roasted. What's the man name? The left-sided centre back. But one time
who roasted him? Bruv, they got 10 points out of 12. Who?
No, it was one. Bruv, don't be deceived. They haven't played no one of any level, bro.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they're like a spectacular.
They conceded some silly goals.
Postecoglou was gone in, and he's got Tottenham playing the way Tottenham are always meant to play.
No, he has.
And they've still played Man United. I'm not saying Man United are an amazing team, but Spurs made light work of Man United, and Arsenal just about beat Man United. Like we got if you really want to deep it, Arsenal just about beat Man United, and Tottenham made light work of Man United. Think about it. But anyway, let's.
The man is saying they play Man United. Have people seen Man United?
No. But what I'm saying is, Arsenal still needed until injury time to beat Man United. Tottenham absolutely cooked Man United.
Do you know what it is, bro? Do you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. Certain teams always raise their game for other teams in a way of like, you see how Man United have been like poor, yeah. But see, Man United against us, they won't be. In a weird way, they'll raise their level as best as they can. You guys want to say? So it's one of them ones. So I hear what the people are saying. They should have got Tony. If Spurs would have got Tony,
Bob, Bob, who knows? They might still go for him in January.
Nah, allow it. If they would have got Tony.
If Spurs get Tony, then I'm saying it right here, right now. Postecoglou will actually turn Spurs into like a contender. They probably won't ever win it, but they'll be back to what they were like under Pochettino, where you actually have to take them serious and you can't mug them off. Like they're actually a swap Richarlison with Tony. That Spurs team is an absolute problem. I'm sorry. It's an absolute problem. And one more centre-back. Give them one more centre-back in Tony, and that Spurs team is an absolute problem. I know we like to laugh at Spurs, but you just have to be honest if you're actually like deep in it. But anyway, again, we're going on another tangent. Right, let's get back to it. Yeah, we have still. Let's get back to it. Do you want me to go first on this one then, yeah?
Yeah.
Endo.
Yeah, you better wipe that brow, son. I said Endo.
Bro, I'm here sweating, bro. I'm absolutely sweating, bro. It is fucking bacon. Rolling down the street.
Smoking Endo, sipping some gin and juice. Lay back. Walking down Anfield Road, smoking Endo, sipping some gin and juice. Lay back.
We probably got a couple man up in the chat that don't actually know what we're singing.
No, I know. See, the ratings for Endo are crazy, bro.
All right. as I wipe the sweat from my brow. Do you know what? It's wearing the headphones that's making me sweat more than anything, you know, man.
You might just get a towel. Just put the towel over your head. Just wear the towel, blood.
If I didn't have anything on my head, then I don't think I'll be sweating. My ears feel hot. My head feels hot.
It's a warm day. I've got the fan is on me right now, bro.
Yeah, bro. I've got the fan blowing on my feet so that you can't hear the on the mic.
I hear that. I've got the fan on me now, bro. It's peak right in my face, bro. Pause.
Yo, it is time for some tea. It is.
Go get your hot tea, bro.
No.
Yeah, go on. Let's test out that theory, bro.
No, we saw what happened last time, bro. It's a folks tale. What they call it, a wives' tale. It's a wives' tale, bro. It ain't real, bro. All right.
What you said about Endo, bro? Bro,
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say.
I heard best star region. I'm gonna say.
based on ability, I'm gonna drop Endo in at a 6.
Woo! You give it a 6.
Based on ability, I'm gonna drop Endo in on a 6.
Do you know? I'm gonna. This is gonna be bad for you. And I'm just gonna leave it there. What's Endo's best game, bro, for Stuttgart?
Their final game of last season.
Who did they play?
It was a fellow relegation battler. I can't remember the name of the team.
I don't even know. I'll be honest. I don't even know. Know. All right. If we're talking ability wise,
from what I've seen so far, though, I will say that he's an above average player. He's an above average player from what I've seen. So I'll give him a 6 on ability. What are you giving him on ability?
Going by only what I've seen, and I didn't see a lot of him at Stuttgart, I have to be honest. But going by the evidence that I've seen him at Liverpool, and I have to remember as well that he's played in games where we've gone down to 10 men as well. I'll be honest. I have to say something like 5.5, bro. I have to be honest. It's an average. Oh, that's it, bro. It's an average. Oh, that's it. My foot was a balloon. My foot was a balloon.
You should have seen it. No. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a 6. From what I've
G's, baby. Yeah, go.
50 G's, baby. From what I've seen, from what I've seen of him, I think he's a 6. So you're going 5.5.
Yeah, it's either 5.5 or a 6. But you know what? Because I want the man to do very well, and it's one of them ones where I want him to surprise people, even myself, in terms of how good he is. And I know a lot of people that have watched him at Stuttgart have actually said, like, "No, Matt, do you know what? Yes, he hasn't shown his true form at Liverpool yet, but he is a good player." So, but I haven't seen it yet, so I have to keep it. But I'm gonna say 5.5, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
5.5.
Based on his price tag, I give him an 8. I think
How much?
16 million. 16 million pound in this market for a World Cup playing international footballer is still ridiculously cheap.
But he's 30 though, bro.
That's not the point, bro. 30-year-olds go for big money. Still. 30-year-olds still go for big money.
30-year-old from the Bundesliga.
No. But here's the thing, bro. 30 sounds crazy because that's not what we normally do. But in the real world, 30 isn't really that old. Like, remember, when we keep on going, he's 30, he's 30. We're basing that on our model and what we're normally like under FSG and how we normally move. May I remind you, there are players like Casemiro who moved to Man United for £69 million.
But Casemiro's a seasoned vet, bro.
That's true.
He's a what?
That's
World
true.
Cup. He's a Champions League winner, what, 4
That's true.
times?
And Casemiro's a world-class player. I get you.
What? Yeah.
But 16 million, Matt, is peanuts in this market.
I
Bro,
hear
think
you.
think about it, bro. 16 million. Bro, that is peanuts, bro. In this
Do you know what it
market,
is? I'll
that's
be
like
honest,
a loaf
though.
of bread and a pint of milk.
No,
bruv.
but I'll be honest, because he's not playing for one of the bigger teams in Germany and he's of a certain age. I actually thought Schmatker would have got him for cheaper, if I'm being dead for real.
No, but he was their captain and he was extremely important to them, bro.
I thought we would have.
Let's not be
I
disingenuous.
thought we were going to go in for like 12.
He's
If I'm being
extremely
honest.
important to them, and
I
he
don't
was their
know, man.
captain, bruv. And he's a Japanese international, and he's captain of the Japanese team. We can't act like he's like 16 mil is an incredibly cheap amount of money to play.
But he also he had 1 year left as well, Drift.
So did Casemiro.
No, but then look at the level. One played for Real Madrid, one played for Stuttgart, bro.
Yeah, and he was 53 million
No, Drift,
pounds cheaper.
do you know why we have to keep it a buck?
He was 53 million pounds cheaper.
No one,
bro.
unless you watch Stuttgart, I'm not even saying Bundesliga. Unless you watch Stuttgart in particular, no one don't really know about Endo, you know. Come on, bro.
No. I get where you're coming from. But a Japanese international, a Japanese captain, and a captain of the team that you're taking him from, that still play at the top level, Stuttgart still play in the first division in Germany. They're not a championship team or anything. They still play in the Premier League. Yeah. 16 million pounds is still a steal, bro. Like it is, man. Like, come on, man. It is. In today's market, let me give you an example, yeah? And I'm not being disrespectful to the players that I'm going to name. I'm just trying to give everybody a little bit of clarity here. We have a 20-year-old who just went to Chelsea for Man City. Now, Palmer looks like, ability-wise, the kid's got it. He looks like an extremely talented player. Matt, can I let you understand that he's played less than 10 senior appearances for Man City, and he just went for 43 million pounds?
But he's a talent.
No, but bro, forget about the talent. He's played less than 10 senior games, he just went for 43 million pounds. How do you know he's actually going to fulfill that potential when he hasn't even played a whole season?
Cole Palmer, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Even though Cole Palmer is a better footballer than Endo, if you look at the evidence, bro, he just went for quadruple the amount of money and he's played less than 10 senior football matches. Lewis Hall played, I think, 14 senior appearances for Chelsea in his entire career. And even though he only went on loan, bro, the price being touted about was over 40 million pounds, bro.
I hear
over
that, bro.
40 million pounds for a player who played 14 senior games for Chelsea. Bro, 16 million is a good price for a 30-year-old who, let's keep it a buck, still has about 3 or 4 years left in him. Let's stop acting like 30 means you're done.
I'm not, bro.
30 doesn't mean you're done.
I'm not saying that.
All right, very good question from Rich. And this is without shade. Who would you rather sign? Endo for 16 million or Havertz for 66 million?
How about can I sign someone else?
No. One or the other, bro.
For 10 mil.
One or the other.
Obviously, Endo.
Okay, well then that means
because why would you spend that amount of money on Havertz? You take more of a risk with Endo, who's cheaper. Obviously.
Well then that means that 16 million for Endo is still good because it depends.
But I'm just trying to put it into perspective. No, but Drift, are you putting into perspective? As much as we talk about what he done at Stuttgart, he's Japan captain, and Stuttgart captain as well. Bro, he's 30, had a year left. A year.
But do we keep focusing on the price because we're conditioned? Because there are a lot of 30-year-olds in this world and nobody cares about how old they are.
Bro, wait, this video that we're recording right now, streaming live, bro, price is a part of it, but we just said that, bro.
No, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, see the 30 thing. I think when you say 30, I think it's FSG conditioning, because if we'd have been signing a player that you liked,
all right, let me rephrase it.
I don't think you would care that he's 30.
Let me rephrase.
Do you get what I mean? Like, say we signed De Bruyne this summer. Nobody would care he's 33 years old.
Bro, let me rephrase it for you. Do you think?
And I
Endo's
know
gonna...
the difference of quality is outrageous. I'm not trying to compare the quality, but what I'm saying is, if we'd have signed De Bruyne this summer, he's 33 years old, and nobody would have cared about how old he is. Is it not conditioning from FSG while we keep thinking, but we paid 30, we bought a 30-year-old? I'm just saying.
All right, let me rephrase it. Do you think Endo's gonna get any better?
No, I don't think he'll get any better.
That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, you got to look at. Remember, the whole point is we look at all the aspects and go, how do we summarize it? Endo is 30 years old. I'm playing in a Liverpool system. You need to at least still be robust. So, regardless of you're 25, like you said, or 30, whatever, you got to be robust. Hopefully, he's still robust in it. We remains to be seen because obviously he hasn't played a full 90 minutes and he's not conditioned to the Premier League fully just yet. Yeah. Not only that, yeah. Is the pressure going to get the best of you? Are you here because Liverpool wanted you and you couldn't turn that move down, but you kind of know deep down Liverpool might not be your level? There's a lot of factors with Endo. I think Endo is going to be one of them people there where he has to try and win people over, equally myself, because I'm not disrespecting Endo when I say this, but forget price. It's just more of a thing of we've signed him. And what I'm saying is, could we have done a better signing? Regardless if we had to pay 10 million more for somebody else, was it a shrewd? Was it an important signing? Was it a signing that we needed? That's what it comes down to. And I'm looking at the other
DM.
Yes, Drift, and I'm looking at the other two people that we put on here, Soboslai, especially, and McAllister. Not thingy Kwanzaa, yeah. But I'm thinking those two are needle movers. I think McAllister and Soboslai really enhanced the squad. Does Endo really enhance the squad?
No, we're talking about the price, though.
No, I know. But I think he only enhances the squad because of we have no DM. So it's kind of just by design. It's like, we got a DM, so he enhances the squad, right? That's how we're kind of. You get what I'm trying to say, bro?
All right. Let me try and put this into perspective in terms of like when people keep saying about 30. Just turned 30 as well, by the way.
Yeah. No, that's true.
If we go back 3 years to when Hendo was 30, he was still a very good integral part of this team. You have to go back 6 years for Milner to have been 30. And 6 years ago, Milner was an extremely integral, important part of our team. I think we're dwelling on the 30 thing too much. No, but 30 is not old. It's not. I think the reason why we're dwelling on that is because
it depends on the mileage. It depends on each individual.
But he doesn't have much mileage. This is what I'm saying. He doesn't have much mileage.
He's been playing for Stuttgart, fighting relegation battles. You think it's a coast? You think he's been coasting?
But he wasn't playing an intense, high press system where he's been like, come on, man. It's not like Endo's been ran into the ground for his whole career.
The people probably know more than me and you in this case. Has Endo been fighting relegation battles for the last 2-3 years? Or is he or was it only the one season? What's his minutes looking like? Because obviously we're talking right now live, and it's long for us to kind of go look at the things. I want the people to let us know.
All right, let me do it. Let me just.
Or you can have a look. Because from what I've read, Jeff, he's been in a few battles, you know.
No, I'm not saying he hasn't, but every player goes through battles. That's football, bro.
No, but relegation battle, you know, it takes its toll on you, man.
I don't want no. Yeah, but if that's the case, then that means.
And I get it. If it's just 1 year, I hear you. If it's just 1 year. If it's just 1 year, then cool, innit? I'm just saying, innit? But man can't rule that out. Like, man ain't been putting in that work, innit? Endo, innit?
Let's do this. Let me bring this up for the people so they can see me doing it while I'm doing it. Keep everybody entertained. And
when I say this, I don't want to disrespect Endo. I'm just trying to kind of put it into perspective because I think people are kind of not seeing or not understanding what I'm trying to say. I'm looking at it from a point of view of we wanted a DM, and this is the DM that we ended up with. We're going to support him no matter what because he plays for Liverpool. However, looking at it in hindsight, when you look at the other players that we have signed, could we have done a better deal than going for Endo? Like, it sounds crazy, but not crazy, but like even Jamrot said, like, pay another 20 mil and you would have got, for example...
No, but come on, look at this, man. Come on, let's be real. So if we go back to about 2000 and How far do we want to go back? Let's go back to
No,
2017. Let's not go too far back because that's just being stupid, right?
yeah.
Bob, look, 2,690 minutes. Probably around about maybe the same for that season. Probably just a little bit more, maybe about, no, even less for that season. Bro, I'm not going to lie. The guy's averaging no more than 3,000 minutes a season since 2017. He hasn't been ran into the ground. He hasn't. 3,000 minutes or less, he hasn't been ran into the ground. Not even remotely ran into the ground, bro. Not even remotely. Come on, let's be real. Not even remotely ran into the ground. But Van Dijk, to put it in perspective, Van Dijk played nearly 5,000 minutes the year we nearly won a quadruple. So if his average is less than 3,000 minutes per season, he hasn't been ran into the ground.
But that's Van Dijk, though. That's in the past.
No, but what I'm just trying to give you like,
that one,
he
Van
hasn't
Dijk
been,
in Southampton. Yeah,
he hasn't been ran into the ground, bro. He hasn't been
listen,
ran into
listen. Oh, bro. Do you know what? No, scroll up. You try to hide that. Scroll up.
Try to hide what?
What does that say his value is? What do they think his value is, bro? That's transfermarket.co.uk.
Yeah, but if you're going to be buying, if you're going to be buying a
hear
team's
what I'm
captain,
saying.
you have to pay a little bit more because that's what his value is to the team.
They're trying to say, and remember, they're not gospel. Obviously, they're not gospel. But I'm just saying they have an inkling, or that's their thought of. That's how much they think that he's actually worth, and he's signed for Liverpool. So you can only imagine what they thought it was before.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, bro, you're taking away a team's captain. It's what the value. It's also about what the value he was to that team. 16 million is peanuts, man.
We paid.
Bro.
I think it was 20 million euros because about 60 million pounds,
man.
Isn't it?
Come on, it's peanuts. It's peanuts, man. Anyway, let's get back onto it. So
yeah,
I would rate him in terms of for value, I'd give him a 7 for value. I think 16 million is good value, especially when the world's gone crazy in football. So I would give him a 7 for value. What he's added to the squad?
What's he adding, bro?
I'd give him a 6 to a 6.5 for what I think he's added to the squad. He is a DM. And on reputation, from what I've been told about him, I would go a 6 to a 6.5 for what I think he's added to the squad. So if I average out what I would say based on price, based on ability, and based on what he has to the squad, I would put Endo in at a 6.5. What would you do?
If we're talking value, I'm thinking the opposite. People can say that I'm being like FSG, but I'm still looking at it like we pay 60 mil for. I don't know, man. I don't want to be disrespectful to Endo, and it sounds like I am, but I'm going 5. It's average, bro. It's average for me. All right, do you know? I'll be honest with you. Endo has to kind of prove me wrong. I think it's an average signing, personally. I think Liverpool panicked because our first 2 targets weren't available. Endo shouldn't be the fool guy, like you said, Jeff. He shouldn't be the reason why we're all angry.
I don't even think Endo is a panic.
But no,
we could have quite easily gone and bought somebody else.
No, I tell you why it's a panic, because the profile.
I don't think it's the panic.
No, I tell you why it's a panic. The profile changed, bro. You don't go from buying a young CDM to a 30-year-old seasoned vet.
But that doesn't mean it's a panic.
But why would your profile change?
There was still 2 or 3 weeks left in the window.
Hold on, wait.
I don't think Endo was a panic.
You want to buy a car that's maybe 1 or 2 years old, but then you're telling me you're going to buy a car that's 9 years old. You're like, oh, what car did you get? Yeah, it was 9 years old. What? Why'd you do that? Oh, brother, it's the one. I was only basically like, I had a certain amount. Bro, come on. You had a certain amount of time.
No. It just means that I'll be changing my car a lot sooner than I would have.
No, I would say you definitely. I'll be like, Jeff, why did you change from getting a 1 to 2 year old car to a 9-year-old car? You'd be like,
because I'll change my car sooner than I would have.
No,
yeah, now I'll probably change my car in the next year or so. Whereas if I'd have bought the newer car, then it would have probably been about 5 or 6 years till I changed my car. That's it. But with 3 weeks left of the window, how can it be a panic buy? If we'd have bought him on deadline day, that's a panic buy, bro. There was 3 weeks left of the window. How can it be a panic buy, bro?
All right, let me rephrase it. it's not a panic buy because Klopp really wanted Endo and he had to convince the owners, right? But what I'm gonna say is this though: if there's no one that can't tell me something ain't up because the profile shifted dramatically. We weren't looking at season. You know what's so crazy? If we were looking at guys like Kimmich and say a Goretzka who were like 28 years old, I'd understand it. I actually would understand it more because neither of them are young. They're like 28, 29 years of age.
But why do you keep going on the age thing?
Because
it's like you can't come away from the age, bro. Like you're just bang on his age,
bro. That's when FSG. When we look at players, age is a big factor, bro. And we look at the mileage that you put in since you started playing football.
Conditioned into believing that you can only buy young players with high resale value, bro. If we'd have paid like 50 million for him, I would call that a panic.
People, am I chatting or do you understand what I'm trying to say? You tell me the profile didn't change dramatically. You go from Saicedo and Lavia to Endo.
There ain't many DMs in the world, you know.
One sec, guys. One sec, bro. One sec.
There ain't many DMs in this world. What are the people saying?
Yeah, I don't think the profile changed. I don't think the profile. I mean, sorry, I think the profile changed. Sorry, yeah, sorry.
Max says, I like Endo. Our midfield is way too young. That's a very good point. Maybe the balance in the midfield is a good thing.
Oh, loud up, man. Acting like we ain't got everybody's a baby. Come on, man.
No. Not saying everyone's a baby, but say we'd have got Caicedo across the line, which I would have been over the moon with. It would have still been a 24-year-old, a 22-year-old, and a 21-year-old as the midfield. It's still a very young midfield.
The thing is, I kind of want to...
It is still a very young midfield. The quality of the players is sensational, but it's a very young midfield, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. It looks like it's split in the chat. Jamrock saying it's not a panic buy. Red White saying it's Milner replacement. It's not panic. Bob saying it's a quick fix and then he'll be sold in a year. Jermaine saying I'm with you, Matt. Like I think Endo's the type of player that you buy, Matt. Yeah, and if he's brilliant, cool. If he's not so brilliant, he becomes a squad member and you replace him the following year. It's like one of those kind of low risk, high reward type of signings. It's not a panic buy. If we'd have bought him on the final day of the transfer window of only like a couple of days left of the transfer window, that's a panic buy. You're going to think I'm crazy for saying this. I think 77 million for Decore is more of a panic buy than 16 million for Endo. Decore for 77 million is madness. I'm sorry, it's mad. I know you was all in on Decore, and I think Decore is a good player. Bruv, Decore, Crystal Palace.
Is Decore better than Endo in the CDM spot? Yes or no? Would you feel more comfortable if you bought Decore?
But Decore isn't even remotely worth.
All right, let me put you this. Endo. All right, name me another team that Endo starts for in the top six. Let me know, and let me grab a drink. Let me know what team you think he starts for. Because remember, we got to think about our competition.
Well, he doesn't start for Liverpool.
He's our starting DM. Does he start for Man City?
Did he start against Aston Villa?
Okay, so he's in. But then you're making my point for me. That means he's a waste. Why are we spending money?
He's a squad player.
So we bought a squad CDM.
What's wrong with that?
So where's the starting CDM? Who is it?
He'll start some games. McAllister will start some games. Gravenberch will start some games.
No. Bro, Klopp bought him to be the starting CDM. Yeah? He don't start for Man City. These are facts, bro. He don't start for Man City. He don't start for Arsenal. He don't start for Man United. He don't start for Chelsea. He don't start for Spurs. He's not a starting CDM in the top six, bro. Okay. We're hoping that he be. And the thing is, this is not me disrespecting him. This is me hoping that he can raise his level to... So we can all sit there and go, you know what? I think Endo's made a case. But as things stand right now, we don't have a CDM, in my opinion, that can start in the top six. As good as Endo can be. And remember, we've only seen snippets in it. I don't want this to be an Endo, because I want to stop speaking like this. I don't want to disrespect Endo, but I'm just trying to say it like we look at our rivals as obviously as our competition, right? And I'm thinking to myself, the sixth spot is so key You've gone and got a player who you're hoping is going to be good. Where I thought Liverpool would have gone and got someone who's already definitively, where we all sit there universally and go, that's the guy. That's the
But
guy.
you're still kind of always hoping. All right, let me just ask you a
Let
question.
me not say too much because people are going to say I'm an endo here. And
I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm just gonna go toilet and ask you to read out the super.
No, I'm not going to say too much.
Let me just ask you a quick question. And I'm not even trying to make a comparison, but I'm just asking you a question just for the hell of it. Who's had a better start to their careers, Endo or Caicedo? At their new clubs.
Are we really doing this, bro?
Just answer my question. Who's had a better start? Are we really doing it? Who's had a better start to their new club? Who's had a better start to their new clubs?
Are you being serious?
It's just a question, bro.
Who's a better signing?
Who's had a better start to their new clubs?
Oh my gosh, bro. Are we really doing this?
I'm just asking you a question, bro.
This is why we get clipped up, bro. I'm going to be honest. We can't do that, bro.
What are you talking about? I never said anything. I asked you a question.
Man's asking
who's had a better start
to the season,
To their
I can't, bro. I can't do this, man.
Okay. Bro,
come on, man.
It's irrelevant who you think the better player is. Endo has had a better start than Caicedo.
Come on, bro. Based on what? Because we know
Caicedo's actually responsible for 2 defeats. Or like he played a role in 2 defeats.
I can't believe we're doing this, Endo's hardly played.
Anyway,
and when he was fully fit and had a good amount of training, my man didn't even start, bro. My man went McAllister CD.
Let me go toilet while you read. Let me go toilet while you read out some super chat, bro.
Calm. All right, cool. Musa LFC 21. First things first. The Hendo interview thoughts. We're gonna talk about that afterwards. Trust me. We'll talk about Henderson. Big yourself, Musa. Musa again. If Klopp thought Phillips was better, he would have kept him and sent Kwanzaa on loan. The kid has ability, just lacking experience, but he'll come good. I believe that as well. I think Kwanzaa has ability. We were talking about it earlier on. Red or Dime says, how comes Matt 10 isn't on free kicks or corners? I think he's good, but I would put Soboslai ahead of him personally. Big up yourself, Red or Damned. I rate McAllister on set pieces, but I think personally Soboslai is a bit better. Gangan Deep says, yes, Kings, hope all is well. My overall rating for the windows is 7.5. I think we are durable. Centre back short and a better quality DM, but happy that the 8s we've signed. Also, thoughts on Henner interview. We're going to talk about Hender's interview. I would just say straight off the bat, man was in his feelings straight away. If you know that he was in his feelings, if you know, you know, innit? Gangan Deep says, as long as the bromance is equals team success, I'm good. Big up yourself, bro. Matt 10, Matt, we went in for Endo late in the window too. That is very true. But I think people just thinking 16 mil in the face of football is cheap. But I look here at also the same thing of he wasn't sought after. There was no fight to get him from other teams. Obviously, he's Stuttgart's captain. You got to think of his age as well, and you have to factor in a year left. Matt 10, I like Endo. I'm afraid would be way too young. I hear that. I'm not even disrespecting the Endo. I think people are getting the wrong idea. I'm just looking at it as we definitely changed the profile. And is it the right signing? Only time will tell, in my opinion, because no one can sit it definitively and say he's going to be a bad boy signing, like how they might say of McAllister and Soboslai. That's what I'm trying to say, people. Evening. Big yourself 786. My first comment, lads. Big up yourself, bro. Big up Kopish. You man are hands down the funniest football channel about. Jokes are next level and football IQ. Insight on point 2 drift. You'd me think alike. Big up yourself 786 MB Ahmed. Big up yourself, brother. For the first time, super chat as well. Love for the love, brother. Matt 10 says, I'll pick Endo over Czech Decore. He's very intelligent. Me personally, I would pick Czech Decore personally. I think he offers a bit more for Liverpool, but remains to be seen. Well, in fact, we won't see it. Well, we'll see what Endo can do in here. Gini Dini, did you see that Darwin's header was actually touched by Martins on Villa? Also, name your current top 3 favorite Liverpool players on the team. Soboslai, Trent, and probably Virgil or Salah. Yeah, I don't even know. One of them 4 in it, or 3 of them 4, shall I say? 3 out of them 4. Big up Jamrock. My fifth end of his Premier League game might pass him by. I hear that as well. And I get it, Jamrock. I don't want to be disrespectful of him because I think people think, because I'm questioning the signing, people think I'm just sitting there saying, he's rubbish, not good enough. It's more about with the profile change so dramatically. Am I right to sit here and think, why did we do that? Like, was there because I think when you do that, it has to be for someone exceptional. Because if you went from a Caicedo and Lavia to a Kimmich, it's like, I get it. He might not be the age profile, but look at the quality. It's the same thing that we did for Thiago Jambo. You see what I'm saying? Like, we looked at the age and thought, we don't care. You know why? The quality is undeniable. And what Klopp has done, he's done the same thing for Endo. But for me, it remains to be seen how that transpires. That's all I'm saying, people. Do you know what I'm saying? And I hope people can respect what I'm saying as well without getting into back and forth and that. That's all I'm trying to say. It's no beef, people. That's how I'm trying to portray my point still. Gene Houdini. Also, I'm going to be paying attention to Nottingham Forest. They just signed our boy Divock. They did actually. Jeff, how would you feel if Divock missed an open goal against City? Talking us a league. He just ain't here for that, but I will ask you. Oh, just back. Jeff, what are you saying? Divock Origi misses an open goal against City and it could have won us the league. How are you going to feel about that, bro? You going to turn on Origi or are you just going to be like, that's my boy still?
I'm not going to turn on him. That wouldn't be his fault.
No, he missed an open goal. It could have won us the league.
Yeah. But it won't be his fault we didn't win the league, would it?
No, they're saying no. But they're saying that goal could have cost us a league. So what are you saying?
I wouldn't turn on him, no.
There you go, people. Just alliance with Divock Origi is serious.
That's my boy right there.
Just said Origi with Liverpool, we move.
No, I didn't. I just said I wouldn't.
Football is nothing without Origi.
I lie.
Hey, Divock Origi. I think that's it for all the supers. Yeah, that's all it for those supers. But yeah. What was you saying, Jeff? Who's talking about? Oh yeah, Endo still.
Yeah.
Listen,
what's your overall rating for Endo then? Because I'm going 6.5 overall. What are you going with?
I'm going 5. So what we saying? We're averaging out at 5.5. No, it's an average.
We're averaging at a 6 then. I think to say Endo was the worst signing than Konza is a bit too far for me.
But Konza's not a signing. Konza's adding.
But we still added him to the team, right? So you think that in terms of the overall value to our squad for this season, Konza is more valuable than Endo?
No. I'm not saying no. I wasn't even saying that. I'm just saying.
You just said I should put him down to a 5.5.
All right, bro. Put him at 6, man. Put him at 6.
Is that not what you just said?
No. Put him at 6. Put him at 6, bro. Go on.
You're doing too much, man.
Dude, put him at 6.
All right.
I'm not doing too much at all, bro. Man's playing in games that we've gone down to 10 men and not really play, but but that's what I'm gonna say, bro.
Well, being down to 10 men is difficult.
No, that's what I miss. We haven't really seen. So, all right, cool. We ain't really seen Endo, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. I think average is fair, but it's calm, no.
All right.
Anyway. Let's move on from Endo, man. Bigger Endo, though.
Don't do that.
Bigger Endo. No, I'm saying bigger Endo. No, because again, people, I've already said what I think.
Look, I could be wrong. I could be wrong about Endo. I could be. But
I think a good takeaway from this episode is, remember, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Anyway, Raven Birch, Matt, you go first on this one, G.
Yo, Ryan.
What I'm
going to say is this. We're going ability first, yeah?
Ability first.
Probability, 9.5. Talk to me.
I agree. In terms of ability, I agree with that one.
Ability, 9.5, bro. I'm not here.
I agree. Price tag?
What was it in the end? £34 million. £34 million for Ryan Gravenberch.
A guy who had 4 years left on his contract and is 21 years old.
I mean, that's a steal. You see, this is the thing. Actually, no, let me not say that because people are gonna say the agenda's crazy. That right there is what you call a bargain. That's KFC Mega Box $3.99 bargain. If you know, you know. That's a bargain right there. That is
6 pieces of the chicken and 4 chips on a Tuesday for £6.
Mega Box, bro. £34 million for a player who has so much ability, and just because he had one bad season, people want to try to say he's not that guy. When Gravenberch was at Ajax, I said Liverpool should have been trying to get him. How you was talking about Gini Wijnaldum replacement, I think that can be Gravenberch. Not just because they're both Dutch, but it's because Gravenberch has an understanding of the game. Gini was an attacking player, just like Gravenberch. Gravenberch can learn. I also feel as well, Gravenberch is going to aid the squad dramatically because if anybody's injured or if we want to switch it up, Gravenberch is there. If we need Gravenberch to play the 6, if we need him to, he can play it or rotate with McAllister. It's the interchangeable. It's the tactical fluidity.
I remember saying you never said Mega Box, you said Megan Fox.
I wish. Pause. Jokes. Am I being serious? I don't know. But no, all jokes aside, flipping. Now, Gravenberch, bro, ability wise, I'm going 9.5. I think he's got serious ability. And then price wise, I'm gonna say that's a 9.5 again, bro. I'm saying 9.5.
I mean, 34 million this market. I know a lot of people are saying that they only paid 20 mil for him last year, but he only had 1 year left on his contract, if I'm not mistaken.
They got him on a cheap. They got him
on a cheap. And it's kind of irrelevant what his last transfer fee was. It's about what his value is in this current crazy market. If you've got a player that's got 4 years left on his deal, everybody knows the club are in full control. Like, it's not even like the player don't even have a smidgen of a thing for that. Like straight up, I would go 9 for the price. Because I still think £34 million for a 21-year-old is really, really good business.
How much did Man United pay for Mason Mount?
65 mil.
I'll leave it there still.
With 1 year left on his deal.
How much did Arsenal pay for Kai Havertz? 65 mil?
65 mil, yeah.
All right, then. That's all I'm going to say. All right, then. How much did Man City pay for Matthias Nunes? 55 mil, I think it was.
I think so, yeah.
We paid 34 million for Gravenberch. All right, then. The value is serious, bro. That's what I'm going to say.
I'll go 9 for value. What would you go for value?
9.5.
Okay. And what would you go for how much he boosts up the squad?
$9.5.
Right.
Maybe, maybe even you know what, bro? I don't think you understand. Our midfield last season compared to the midfielders that we brought in is night and day. There's a reason why we haven't lost a game and we drew our first game because everybody was new and we've won every game since. I know it's only 3 games after the 1 game, but there's a reason why, you know. And Gravenberch hasn't even stepped on the pitch. People don't understand who we just signed. Forget about his time at Bayern, people. Best believe. No, I'm not crazy on this one. No, I'm not crazy on this one. We haven't had 8s like that are interchangeable. They're tactically astute. They're athletic, especially 2 out of the 4. I'm telling you from now, people, the game's changed in our midfield. That's all I'm going to say, man.
I would have put Gravenberch at a 9 for overall addition to the squad. You're going with 9.5, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll leave him there. I'll leave him at 9.5 because I don't think there's
Bro,
much
all I'm gonna say is when Gravenberch plays for Liverpool, I don't want it. I don't even people. I don't want.
No,
your
I'm ready.
apologies.
I'm ready
No,
for it, bruv. I
people
can't wait.
saying I'm overhyping. People, I'm gonna say this from now. I don't want your apologies. I don't want them. I don't want your. I'm gonna say it in the. I don't want your apologies. I won't even entertain it. I'll just be like, yeah, cool. Say nothing. I won't even entertain it. When Gravenberch plays for Liverpool and has a massive effect on how we play, and when I say this, it's gonna take obviously a little bit of time as well. It's not gonna be like the first game, but when he has a run of games and you lot are then say, "Oh, Gravenberch is so sick," I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna be silent. I'm not gonna say a word. Because Gravenberch is going to be a serious addition, people. Trust me. He's going to be that guy. He's going to be that guy, people. I'm telling you.
So before we get into quickly rating the others, what are we going to rate our overall transfer window based on what we've talked about today? So we've ended up saying Szoboszlai is an Alcantara for his addition overall. McAllister is a Miraz for his contribution overall. Gravenberch, I would have said is excellent, but you're saying excellent. And we've Endo and Kwanzaa are on a 6 just for above average. Who should I use for the overall final? Ali or Salah? Who should I use for the overall rating for the summer?
Ali, because Salah's in the headlines too much.
All right. Or Virgil, because he's captain.
No. Use Ali. You know what? No, just use Ali, bro. Ali's the godfather of this team.
All right, Joe.
I'd even arguably say Ali's been the best player for us last season and this season already.
Alisson's the best signing under Jurgen Klopp.
Alisson's the best goalkeeper in the world.
Fact.
In the world, bro.
All right. Where are we going to land on how we think our summer was overall then for a final rating? Should we use logic and average it, or do you actually want to give me a rating?
It's mad because when you look at individuals, it's very different to looking at it as a whole because you got to look at it and think, did we address all the positions? And do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's so you can't just look at where those players are. You got to think about, did we address all the issues that we have? And we haven't, have we? We've got no centre back. We didn't get a right back. Like, we just addressed midfield, just one area of the pitch, bro. That is kind of rare for a team to do as well.
Let me stop making everyone dizzy for a minute. You can't buy 7 players in one window, regardless of whether you think.
No, you can't. That's what I mean. You can't.
You can't buy 7. So when everyone's like, "Oh, we need a right winger, we need a right back, we need a centre back," with it, like you can't buy 7 players in one window. It's foolishness. Like, let's just be realistic. Come on, guys. In an ideal world, if this is a football manager or FIFA or something like that, then maybe yeah. But this is real life. You can't buy 7 players. Go and look where Chelsea are in the league if you want to know how hard it is to just gel loads of players that are all new to the team all at once. It doesn't work. It doesn't. I do think we should have bought a centre back. But when people are like, "Oh, we didn't buy this, we didn't buy this, we didn't buy this, we didn't buy this," like you just can't buy all those players all at once. It is stupid. We got to be realistic. Where would you go though, Matt, if we're ranking overall? The window overall, where would you go?
I'd say it was a good window. I'll say 7. It was a good window.
Okay.
It was a good window, man. It was good. Can't sit here and say it wasn't good. It was good. It was a good window. The reason why I haven't given it high is because it was good for the midfielders that we brought in. However, no defenders. And do you know what's so crazy with Liverpool? We seem to do things in stages. Like over the last couple seasons, we've kind of added to the attack. This particular window, we've added the midfield. And it'll probably be next summer, bro, when we address the defenders. And it's it might end up in hindsight being good down the road, but you kind of want to see that added gradually. Do you know what I mean? Even if we just would have got one defender, I'll be honest with you, one defender makes that jump up to an 8.5, even if it's just one defender, because we know the injury-prone madness that we have to go through. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I hear you.
Everything's like in a state, like we do everything in stages. Like, why not buy one defender to like help ease that burden in the summer, next summer or January? I don't know. I'll say 7. It was a good window. It was good. I can't sit here and say, right.
Anything can happen as the season unfolds. That's an absolute fact. But based on the 2 games we've seen so far, which is the only evidence we have so far, are Matip and Gomez not up to it?
No, but bro, do you know what's so crazy? We're one injury away from Virgil has been suspended. We're lucky them man stepped up to the plate, but that's one game of them playing together for 90 minutes. How do I know they're going to do it in the next game, for example? It could be. Do you know what I'm saying? It's hard to say that.
Not many teams have more than 4 top quality centre backs, though. Like apart from Man City, who seem to have gone on like a real overdose of centre backs.
No,
how many teams have more than 4 good quality centre backs?
But they've done it. Do you know what I've noticed? Man City have actually swapped their attack for their defense. They know how good they are in attack that they've gone, you know what, we're going to strengthen our defense. Bro, they have in fact, they probably have the best centre backs as overall in the world. It's like overall.
But they barely have any fullbacks though. It's like they've changed how they do things. If you
but
actually
that's
think
because
about
they don't play flying fullbacks in the wing back positions.
But forget that for a second.
They invert one, so they're not bothered.
They've compensated their fullbacks for centre backs, which is why they have like about 5 or 6 centre backs. But if you was to think about conventionally, they wouldn't have done that. So it's a little bit like we can't really fully compare ourselves to them because we're still conventional. We still have fullbacks.
No, but what they've done is they've set out a plan and gone, we're not going to use our normal fullback. We're going to invert one. So therefore, we're going to focus more on centre backs. And bro, they've done it to a T because they've gone, we're not going to do the flying fullback thing. We only need 1 or 2. They've got Kyle Walker. Yeah, and they've got one other. I'm trying to think who it is. They've got one other. But listen to this array of defenders. Ake, Akanji, Diaz, Stones, Guavido. That's 5 centre backs of high level, bro.
I mean, I still think Akanji's a system player. He's not crap, but I still think he looks better than he is because he's playing in the system. But that's just me.
Don't do that.
No. Akanji was absolutely nothing special before City, and I think the system's making him look
bad.
When he was not a crap player by any means, but he's not some world beater.
When he was at Dortmund,
if he leaves Man City, he'll go back to how he looked at Dortmund. That's my opinion.
When he was at Dortmund, me and Kyle were speaking about him on the members thing and saying like, you know what, Akanji will be a good bet for Liverpool. This is like maybe like 2 years ago though.
Yeah, good. He's not some outstanding top.
No, but he's a good defender though, bro. It's just in Man City.
Yeah, good. Joe Gomez and Matip are good defenders.
Oh, brother, Akanji's, come on. Let's not do this, man. Let's not do this, bro. Come on.
All he has on Matip is youth. Akanji's not a better defender than Matip.
Come on, man. Let's not do this.
No, Matt. I'm not. You're doing too much. Akanji is not a better defender than Matip.
Right now, he is, bro. Obviously not before, but
Matip
right now
had a bad season. He's been good this year.
Drift. Right now, would you rather have Akanji or Matip at Liverpool? Right now, not 2 years ago.
I would not swap Matip for Akanji. No way, bro.
Bro, you said I'm doing too much. You're living in the past, bro.
Look, Akanji looks good in the system.
But we were scared to play Matip the other day. Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because we're worried about him overall. But in the last 2 games that he's played in, he's proven maybe it was just a bad year last year.
Bro, remember what I said as well? I was very clear.
We needed one to quadruple. Matip was the best defender in the league, arguably. I know it was a year ago, but like, what, we just all of a sudden going to act like he's just some absolute dead food defender?
No, did I say it was dead? I just said right now, Akanji's better than Matip. Right now.
Right. Fair enough.
What? Am I? Hold on.
Come on, bro. I think Akanji's a system player, but it's fine. I think he's a good defender. You think he's a
system player?
He's a good defender, but at City, he's looking better than he is because...
Bro, sometimes you just got to go, regardless, like, he's a good defender, bro. Very, very good defender, bro. Very, very good. I just think you got to remember when he was at Dortmund, He's at Dortmund. Dortmund, I've never been good defensively like that at all, other than when they're Hummels and them, man. They never really been like, you don't look at them and go, they're great defensively. They're a very, very offensive team, bro. You have to give Akanji props, bro. He came in for you see, all right, let me throw something at you. You know, they only bought Akanji for like 16, 17 mil, bro. How is that looking right now?
Oh, it's good quality for money, of course.
Good quality, bro. That's one of the best signings, like, for a minute. For value.
Okay.
See, when we talk about value, and we're going to talk about
Akanji's better than Matip. Fair enough.
Right now, not his legacy.
I'm not even gonna argue with it. Come
on, bro.
So back to what we're talking about. Like before we went on that thing.
Yeah.
Overall, you're gonna go with a 7, then, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a good window. It was good, but like I said, we didn't address the centre backs at all, bro. That's not saying it's good because we got some quality midfielders in it. But that's all I can say. It's good. It's good. It's good. What are you saying?
I would go for an 8. I think this is a very good window.
With no centre backs, or right back or left back, none.
I've found within our fan base that there are a lot of what I didn't get for Christmas, over what I did get for Christmas, going on. And again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But I do find that there has been an overwhelming influx of negativity based on the fact we had a really bad year last year. Now, we had a bad year last year. And I think a lot of people are thinking about the year we had, and then everything is just like, it's almost become like a little bit of paranoia on top of that. And I'm not saying I don't get where people are coming from when they're having that level of paranoia. Like, trust me, I'm not saying I don't get it, but it's too much dwelling on the negative for me. And remember, I'm somebody who is very pessimistic generally when it comes to Liverpool. So maybe it seems a bit mad coming from me, but I've tried to take my emotion out of it when I'm analysing things overall. During a match, when I'm in the heat of battle and all that, you're never going to get me out of the emotion. You know me already, bro. Like, I'm in it. But I'm very level-headed, generally speaking, as a person. And I'm very logical. So when I'm out of the emotion, I try to assess things without that heat of battle. And if I take myself out of the emotion, bro, if you'd have told me 3 months ago that these 3 players of absolute quality were going to play for Liverpool Football Club, I would have told you you're lying. I would have told you Liverpool don't have the type of ambition to go and get these players. I would have told you we don't have a budget to go and get these type of players. And I would have told you that these aren't the type of profile of player that Liverpool would go and get. And my manager, my club, and whoever else is involved went and got those quality of player. I think a lot of people are dwelling on Endo not being the number 6 that they would have picked, and they're letting that drag their score down. He's still a DM, and we have to give him time before we actually see whether or not it was a good decision or not. And yes, we could have bought a centre-back. I 100% agree. I would have. I wanted a centre-back. Inacio would have been perfect. Pavard would have even been a brilliant addition to the team. There are some players that I 100% would have wanted, Matt. I'm not denying in any way, shape, or form we shouldn't have gone for a centre-back. Right. I agree with you. We should have went for a centre-back. But that's what would have made the window a 9 or a 10, depending on what type of centre-back we'd have gone for. You look at that caliber of midfield that we've just brought in, I truly believe everybody's being a little bit over the top with how negative they're being about Endo. And coupled with the fact that it could come back to bite us at some point in the season, that's a fact. But our centre-backs aren't crap centre-backs. They had a bad season. If they are anywhere near what the levels they can be, until next year, I think we'll be all right with this midfield in front of them. They won't have as much work to do. They won't be under as much pressure because last year the midfield weren't protecting them. This midfield will protect them. let's be honest, they weren't getting any protection. This midfield will protect them. It will. So even though I would have definitely improved on the defense, I don't think the defense is in as much problems as people think it is. I think that's PTSD. I think it's paranoia. And this could come back to bite me, but that's just how I feel when I take myself out of it from an unemotional point of view, and I just look at it logically. So I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I think you bring in those 3 midfielders, mad thing. Like, look at the talent.
Bro, the talent is very, very, very serious. But you got to look at it and go, did Liverpool just need to address midfield? Or did Liverpool need to address more than the midfield? And I'm looking at it as Liverpool needed to address more than the midfield. So as much as I'm going to give this props, because it is, bro, the upgrade is sensational. Let's not get it twisted, like you said, yeah? Those midfielders that we got rid of compared to the midfielders that we have now, it's like night and day in terms of where they are in their careers. Not ability, like in their time at Liverpool, but in terms of where they are. 2 are injury prone, 2 obviously, in my opinion, outside of their prime. And you've got midfielders who haven't even arguably entered into their prime. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's a dramatic upgrade. However, I want to keep it. I just got to keep it a buck. I'm going to say 7 because, again, I think it's a good window. And I would have gone higher if we would address the defense. But because we haven't addressed the defense, I have to keep it as a 7, in my opinion. That's me.
That's fair. So we'll go 7.5 in the middle then. Because I've said 8 and you've said 7.
That's
so
calm.
Allison's representing the overall thing. So people, let us know in the chat, what would you rate the window at overall? You know what I mean? And let's keep it pushing. Right, before we wrap up, the people wanted us to grade everyone else's window and then just quickly talk about this Henderson thing. So if you could just get the Henderson transcript for me, Matt, so you can just read that out for me quickly before we wrap up. And I will get the list of transfers for every other team.
Hold on. Jordan Henderson.
Right. Let me move this now. Right. I'm going to read out the names of the people, and then just give me a score on the windows for everyone else, bro, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll start with Man United. Man United is Johnny Evans on a free, Reguilon on loan, Amrabat on loan, Bayindir, I can't actually pronounce his name. Is that right? The Fenerbahce goalkeeper, Bayindir?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll be honest, I don't even know.
Onana for 47 million, Mason Mount for 60 million, and Rasmus Højlund for 72 million. Rate that window for me, bro.
Hold on, read the names one more time.
Hold on a minute.
You moved on from it, innit? Bond them, man. Minus
Johnny
10.
Johnny Evans for free. Reguilon on loan. Amrabat on loan. Bayindir for 4.3 million. Onana for 47 million. Mason Mount for 60 million. Højlund for 72 million.
That is for club. I'll be honest, for a big club like Man United, you know, there's not one established bad man in there. Like, this is Man United, you know. Man United, bro. When they won in top 4, their man was signing Zlatan and Pogba. Yeah, it's a tree. No.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and this
That's
is no
poor,
banter.
though.
This is no banter.
This is
That is
poor.
quite possibly the shittest transfer window I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Should
And
we
it
say
could end up being good based on a few potentials and all that.
Yeah.
That is one of the shittest windows I've ever seen in my life.
Bro,
You remember what I said about Onana? People are so quick to go, you're salty, you're a hater, but he is not a good goalkeeper, man. He looks good because he's got the spectacular, and on the ball, he's probably the best goalkeeper with the ball at his feet. But as an overall goalkeeper, bro, it is going to end in tears. I'm telling you, Onana is going to end in tears. I said it before they bought him, and I'll continue to say it while they have him. The guy, people keep forgetting Onana was free a year ago. Do you remember that? When we were talking about would Onana be a good backup goalkeeper when he was leaving Ajax for free? But I think he had like a ban or something, and that was why not that many people looked at him. Bruv, how is all of a sudden within 1 year, people think he's this world-class superstar goalkeeper?
Before they got Ramsdale, if I'm not mistaken.
He was. And I wish they'd got him instead, because there would have been a lot more calamities if they'd have bought him instead of Ramsdale.
Yeah, Ramsdale better than Onana.
Onana is a basic goalkeeper. And I'm not being like, he's a basic goalkeeper.
Bro, have you seen Onana when he just stands on his goal line? When people...
Do you remember what everybody thought about Lukaku after his one good year at Inter Milan? Apparently, he was the final piece of the puzzle that was going to make Chelsea the best team in the league. Do you remember that? This Inter Milan 1 season hype, bro. Anyway, we'll see, innit? We'll see. That matter, Man United fans are going to remember this day.
Put them at 0.
Is going to end in tears.
That window is...
It's going to end in tears.
I would give it a 3. I'll give it a 3.
I agree. I'd give their window a 3.
Go on, who's next?
And Amrabat came in with a back injury.
Oh, swear.
Yeah, Amrabat's got a back injury.
He's their best signing, by the way.
There's a few rumors that the back injury is the reason why nobody actually bought him.
Him and Haaland, because Haaland got potential, but again, it's just potential that, it's not nothing crazy. It's like 11 goals or 9 goals or something last season.
Yeah. All right, so we're giving them a 3. We're giving Man United a 3.
Yeah.
All right, Man City. Man City bought Harrison Parker.
Don't even know who that is.
He came from Man United, apparently.
Don't even know who that is, bro.
For 0.8 mil.
Yeah.
Mateo Kovacic for 29.1 mil.
Yeah.
Jeremy Doku for 60 mil. Mateus Nunes for 62 mil. And Guavadal for 90 mil. Rate that window for me, bro.
I'm not going to lie. Man City, they know what they're doing, bro. That's a straight. I'm going to be honest. They addressed Gundogan leaving, Kovacic, Doku.
Which is a downgrade, though.
No. I'm just saying, though. Doku, I'm trying to say it like...
Which
Doku
is a downgrade.
Bro, let me land. Doku is like the Marvel.
No. I'm letting you land. You say a player, and I'm just saying the player he replaced is a downgrade. Doku's not as good as Mahrez, and Kovacic isn't as good as Gundogan. I'm not saying they're not good players, but it is a downgrade on what they had, though. I'm
giving it 8.5 still. Only because they're not as good as some of the players. But I'll be honest with you. Guavadal, serious. Mateus Nunes and Kovacic are not better than what they had before, but they can, with time, they can be, and they're good players already. Then you add Doku, who I think, again, Doku could be potentially serious.
All right, let me ask you a question. If you took Guavadal out of that list, what would your rating for that list be?
What? So I'm using who?
So if I was sitting there, I said their transfer window was Kovacic, Doku, and Nunes. I got to be honest with you, bro. That's a 5. I've got to be completely honest.
It's like a 6.5. It's like a 6.5, I'd say. It's how I'm looking at Mateus.
Matt, you know where you rated Liverpool's window at?
You're gone.
You rated Liverpool's window at a 7.
Here I'm about to say now.
And you think that Nunes,
Yeah, I'm
Doku,
about to say.
and Kovacic is only 0.5 less than Liverpool.
Kovacic is a very, very good
Without
accomplished
Guardiola,
midfielder.
obviously.
Yeah, Kovacic is a very good accomplished midfielder. Yeah? Is he
But
not?
everybody said he was washed at Chelsea just 6 months ago, but continue.
All right, cool. But I just think that he could have done that's at Chelsea. Everyone looked crap at Chelsea. Doku, I've always said, I don't think he's the best player in the world. I just think Doku, for what they need, he stretches the game for them. It's not even about what it's weird. It's a weird one. What I have him at Liverpool,
Everyone said Doku wasn't good enough for Liverpool, by the way.
bro. Do you know what's so mad? I wouldn't take Doku at Liverpool, but he works for Man City. Players work for different teams. I don't understand why people don't understand this. Like, this is something.
No,
simple.
but it is a bit weird that if Liverpool were linked with Doku, everyone would say, "What the fuck are we doing?" Because they did. I remember a year ago we were linked with Doku, and everybody said, "I don't want no Doku at Liverpool. He's not good enough. He ain't got no end product."
Who was Doku replacing, bro? Who's Doku replacing?
That's besides the point.
No, but
do you remember when everybody said that Doku was not good enough to play for Liverpool?
Oh my god! Bro.
I'm not saying it was true. I'm just saying I remember. There was not one Liverpool fan that wanted Jeremy Doku at Liverpool last year. And now he's got Man City. Does that make him better because Guardiola wants him? I'm just asking questions,
to you, Guardiola is the best manager in the world. So let's see what he does with Doku, right? So let's see what he does with Doku.
I think Doku will probably ball out for Man City. But the point I'm making is, isn't it mad that nobody wanted him at Liverpool just a year ago, though? That's all I'm saying, bruv.
Yeah, but that's because look who was going to be replacing. I know what you're trying to do here.
What about Mahrez is still an absolute baller. It's not like he's going City to replace a mug.
Bro, we're not saying that. What I'm saying, what he offers different. What players can offer for different teams is very different, innit? Like, we didn't need a Jeremy Doku. Why would we need a Doku when we look at the players that we have at our disposal? There's a difference. We've always said we've got the best wide forwards.
A good player is a good player, though.
Bro, we've had the best wide forwards for the last 4 to 5 years. Salah and Mane.
All right. In terms of playing style,
what?
Not overall ability, but just in terms of playing style.
We're gonna replace
Jeremy Doku is a byline winger, right?
Yeah, he's gonna stretch it. Do you know what he's gonna do?
Isn't Leroy Sané a byline winger?
Yeah, that's it. Do you know? Funny you say that,
but nobody would say they don't want Sané at Liverpool, though, but everyone said they don't want Doku, and they're very
Funny
similar players in terms of their style of
He's
play.
getting Doku to stretch the game. He's getting Doku to stretch the game for Man City. He will offer something different compared to Grealish, who cuts inside, and a Foden, if he plays on the right, that's going to cut. Doku will stay byline. For those that
no. What you're saying is absolute facts, Matt. But what I'm saying is, if you're looking from a Liverpool point of view, why would we take Sané, who's a byline winger,
acting like he spoke to Klopp?
Or we wouldn't take Doku,
you don't know that, Jeremy. You acting like you spoke to Klopp. Yeah, go on. So, go on.
Why would we take Sané, who's a byline winger, but we wouldn't take Doku, who's a byline winger? Is it not because we didn't think Doku wasn't good enough? At Liverpool, we would take Sané, but he's a byline winger, right?
No, you missed my point. When Liverpool had Mane and Salah, we didn't need nobody else. We kept on saying they're the best left and right wingers in world football. Am I lying?
And then when Mane left, Doku was one of the players that was named to replace him, and everybody said no.
No.
Everybody said no, bro.
No.
I don't want Doku. He's not good enough.
No.
Bro, I remember it distinctly, bro.
Bro, Jeremy Doku was only tentatively linked with us last season, then linked with us again this season. We were more heavily linked with Luis Diaz, bro. There wasn't even really strong Doku.
But Doku was still linked, and everybody said no. Everybody said Doku ain't good enough.
We weren't heavily linked with Doku back then, bro.
No, but forget about heavily linked. I'm talking about the conversations we had at the fan base based on the rumors, and everybody said no to Doku. He's not good enough. Don't want him at Liverpool. Everybody said that, bro.
We had Diaz, bro.
No, but that's besides the point. Let's just think about the quality of the player. Everybody said they don't think he's good enough. How comes he's good enough for City then?
We have Diaz and we have Salah as our left and right wing. Man City
squad rotation.
Man City. Remember, people were not laughing, but people were saying, "Right, they got Grealish for the wing." It's different. Some people need more than others. We were blessed in the wing forward position, bro. We always have been for Liverpool.
No, but in the squad in general, nobody wanted Doku at Liverpool. Nobody.
Do you want to know why?
I remember the conversations we had.
Bro, no one wanted because of what we have. It's
But
different,
that's
bro.
besides the point. Squad, it's good to have a good squad, right?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Bro,
let's
come
move on.
bro. It's
Let's move
different,
on.
bro.
But
Come
what
on.
would you rate? What did you give Man City's window?
I said I give them an 8 or 8.5. The window's calm. The window's blessed. What are you talking about? They addressed their points. All of
I'm
them.
going to be honest with you. I don't think they had a bad window at all. I'm only giving it a 7.5 though, because I think Guardiola was the only player who actually improves their team from what they had last season. So I'm going to give them a 7.5. I think everybody else that they bought, I'm not saying they're not going to have a good career at Man City, but they are all a step down from the quality of
When
player
Man
they're
City win the
replacing.
league, I don't want to hear
No,
that.
but they're going to win the league because they're overall a bad boy team.
So those
It
players
isn't
won't
literally
contribute.
going to be.
Those players won't contribute.
Okay, so am I wrong or am I right when I say that Kovacic and Nunes are not improvements on Gundogan?
They don't have to necessarily be an improvement on Gundogan. They
They
just
are
need to
not
help Man City
improvements
win
on
the league.
Gundogan. No,
They need to help Man City win the league.
Of course, they're going to help them win the league. But if
I don't understand.
if we're going to do this the same way we did it for Liverpool, where we looked at it based on who's left and all that kind of stuff and upgrades and all that kind of stuff, Nunes and Kovacic are not upgrades on Gundogan. Yeah, they're not. They are good players, but they are not upgrades.
No one's going to replace Gundogan.
And Doku is not an upgrade on Mahrez.
Therefore,
Therefore, the only player that they bought that's an upgrade is Guardiola.
Oh no, what's on my camera? My camera's just died. My camera's died, people. Bird, let me fix my camera. 1 second.
So, in my opinion, I think even though I still think they're a brilliant team based on a lot of other players that they have in their squad or whatever, I don't think they've upgraded apart from Guardiola. So I'll give them a 7.5. You can still hear me, right?
If people don't think Man City have done well in the transfer window, I can't help you, because when Man City
7.5 is good though, bro.
No. I'm just saying, I just don't want to hear nothing. Like, certain people are saying I'm capping, yeah. How can it be capping when Man City have done what they need to do? It's not necessarily about you've improved on the individual player that's actually left.
That would be the criteria if we were judging Liverpool.
But what I'm saying is this though. Man City, remember when I said this, because this is how I done Liverpool, it's the same thing as a collective. What did they have to do? I said Liverpool had to do midfield and defense. They only done midfield. That's why I'm giving it a 7. But Man City have done the whole, we're going to do everything. We're going to do defense and we're going to do midfield. And we're going to do a little bit of attack. I don't understand that.
But they won the quadruple. They won the treble. So there isn't really much they had to do.
No, but
so
bro,
if you base it on the players that won the quadruple, they've got worse players in their team now than the team that won the quadruple.
But
I'm not saying it's a dramatic drop-off, but they have worse players in their team now than they did when they won the quadruple.
Bro, all right. What I'm saying is this year, they've addressed all their weaknesses, in my opinion. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I get what you're saying in terms of they might not have upgraded the individual, but as a group, like, we're talking about what have they done in the window? Have they been able to address the weaknesses that they've had? And the weaknesses that they had, they've actually addressed them, in my opinion. They've left no stone.
No, look, I hear what you're saying.
I might not want to try and say they haven't.
I hear what you're saying.
When Man City win the league, don't at me, innit? That's what I'm gonna say. Don't cry when they win the league, innit? Because they've addressed if Man City's transfer business was so bad, really and truly, they shouldn't be winning the league then.
But 7.5 isn't bad. You keep acting like 7.5.
No. This ain't you, Drift. This is like other people. People are saying that Man City I'm doing too much rare tear for Man City. But what I'm trying to say is this though. Man City have done more than enough to be able to compete and still be where they are. And I guarantee you, I hate to say it, because obviously I want them not to win the league, obviously, but I still have them as my favorites to win the league.
Yeah, but that's based on factors outside of who they just purchased.
No, but
that's
bro, hear this.
Factors of
hear this. If their window was so bad, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. We'd actually be sitting there saying someone else might have a chance, whether it's us, whether it's Arsenal. But we know that's not the case.
No, but the reason why we're saying they're going to win the league is because their defense is brilliant. They've got Erling Haaland, they've got Kevin De Bruyne, and they've got Foden, who, in my opinion, is probably the one that will actually replace Mahrez/Gundogan, not the ones they brought in. I think him stepping up is going to be a big reason why they're going to continue to be good. If you took Foden out of the team and then they just bought Kovacic and Nunes, I think they might be in a bit of trouble. if I'm being completely honest with you, because I don't think either of those players will come in and do what Gundogan was doing. But that's just my opinion. But
Like,
anyway.
you have to understand, like, some people will say, yeah, like, Man City, they only needed to do
and this as well, they've got Guardiola.
Of course they got Guardiola, one of the best managers in the world. But you acting like Guardiola doesn't need plays. He doesn't need to replace players. Come on, let's not act like Guardiola's a wizard. He's still a human being, you know. He still eats. He still has a drink.
Look, their
You know
talent ID might be spectacular in terms of they see things in players that I'm not seeing right now.
What it is,
all I'm saying is Kovacic, I would have never wanted from Chelsea.
Bro,
Ever.
do you know what it is?
If Liverpool were buying Kovacic, people would have hit the roof. Nunes was somebody we wanted last year, but at the start of this summer, nobody said, yeah, let's go get Nunes. Nobody. So I'm not saying these are bad players. I'm saying, how comes all of a sudden, because they're at City, they're like top talents? Chelsea fans didn't care Kovacic left.
Did I say that? I never said
Chelsea fans actually didn't care Kovacic
and
left.
Also, just to go back to what you brought up on the screen, this is for you and Jamrock. They've got Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola will get them playing a different style of football to Jurgen Klopp. So how about that? That's a good equalizer, bro. You have to understand, players that play for Klopp and play for Pep are going to play completely different. The demands are going to be different.
Yeah, of course.
And for starters, Pep is actually going to rotate his players more so than Klopp. So that's how I understand why you man that aren't. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, innit? Maybe I'm giving City too much credit, but when they win the league, I just don't want to hear nothing, innit? That's what I'm trying to say. That's not you, Juice. That's for people.
I don't think the signings are why they're going to win the league, though, Matt. They're going to win the league because...
Bro, should I tell you something? If let's say they made let's say, because some people think Man City can just win the league without making no changes, yeah, which I think is actually ridiculous. Every team needs to make adjustments because when you lose players, you need to make sure those players coming in are of a certain level. Yes, Jeremy Doku, no one really wanted at Liverpool because we had at that time certified wing forwards who we were happy with. Man City at that point didn't necessarily have certified wingers. You could always look at Man City and go, what could they improve? Oh, but they got Jack Grealish. You remember, Jack Grealish had a bad season at that time. So Jeremy Doku would have been he would have been, you know what? Maybe he could do something that Grealish can't do. That's how you got to look at it, though. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I don't want Jeremy Doku at Liverpool, and I don't think any Liverpool fan
but we don't need
Therefore,
Jeremy Doku.
How comes all of a sudden he's an amazing player for City?
Bro, I'm not saying... You didn't hear what I said. Jeremy Doku for Liverpool, we don't necessarily need his talents, bro, because we've got other players that can do that. Man City don't have a player like that, so he would fit them better.
Yeah, but we're still talking about the actual quality of the player because there's other players in the world they could have got that does what Doku does. They didn't have to get Doku.
And I respect everyone. I respect what everyone says. By the way, when I'm talking, we're having debates, people. So love for the love. By the way, I don't want everyone to get like all thingy, but I'm just saying, innit? This is how I'm looking at it. Man City sold players just like how we sold players, and I'm looking at it as a thing of they might not have necessarily replaced the same quality. I'm gonna give you an example. Gundogan is like a 9.5, and Kovacic is like a 7.5, but what it is that overall, when you bolster the squad and you look at all as a whole, that 7.5 will be all right. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It doesn't have to be 9.5.
No, of course. But remember, we're not judging it based on that. We're judging it based on the incomings and the players they bought.
Yeah, of course, of course.
You know what I mean? And I think that they are a worse team than they were last year. I'm not saying by much because they're still the best team in the league, but I think they're a worse team than they were last year. I think Mahrez and Gundogan leaving and then bringing in Doku, Kovacic, and Nunes is a downgrade. Even if it's just by 1% or whatever, whichever way you want to look at it, I still think they're a worse squad. Can they still win the league?
You have to remember, they only lost...
a brilliant team.
So I'll tell you why it's not a downgrade. They only lost one midfielder. That's Gundogan. You do realize they only lost one midfielder. People think they lost more. They lost one midfielder.
But Gundogan was arguably their best.
So they've replaced Gundogan with two midfielders. Imagine they replaced him with two. So if one fails, they've got another one. And if you want to look at it like that, you could even go, they replaced Gundogan with Kovacic, who's not as good, and they got Matthias Nunes as well to help compensate. That's what I'm saying. People aren't deep in what they've done. They're not deep in it, bro. You're not deep in it.
Moving on. Man. Chelsea.
Screw Chelsea, man.
They've bought a guy called David Washington for an undisclosed fee from.
Don't even know who that is.
Don't even know who that is. They bought Sanchez from Brighton, 25 mil. They bought DRC for 38 mil. They bought Action Jackson for 32 mil. They bought Cole Palmer for 45 mil. They bought Christopher Nkunku for 52 mil. They bought Romeo Lavia for 58 mil. And they bought Moises Caicedo for 115 mil. Rate that window, man.
Their window's a bit mad. It's like scattergun approach. Just buy a bag of players and just. If you're a Chelsea fan, you're happy because you're thinking about all the talent you signed, like, but it hasn't meshed together, I guess. They've had a good window because they brought in talent. It hasn't meshed though. It's gonna take time.
Yeah, but we can't judge that. We just have to judge the players and what they've done.
Yeah, I like no, but
with.
some of the players they brought in, I actually think are good players. I think Lavia's a good player. I'd be lying if I wasn't. Caicedo's a good player. I think the Monaco defender is a good player. Is it Disasi? I think he's decent. The goalkeeper, not really sold on Sanchez. And Nkunku's a bad man. It's a shame of his injury because I think Nkunku was a big factor to how they play as well. He would have been the 10 to help link up with Jackson, and he would have helped him. I'm gonna say Chelsea had a good window. It just hasn't worked. I'm gonna say 7. They've had a good window. Can't say they haven't. They got a good window, man. Chelsea fan, you're happy.
I think when judging the window, a lot of people are looking at the fact that it's all gone wrong in terms of trying to mesh it all together and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it hasn't worked.
And that part is hilarious, like watching it all like crumble after
signings they've made,
money.
bro.
If I'm looking at the signings, I'm giving them an 8.5. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, you might be right.
If you end the window, if you end the window with your not so great signings being good players like Jackson, Palmer, and Diassi, and then you have ballers like Nkunku and Caicedo throwing in some Lavia in there who Liverpool wanted. Like you can't be actually angry at the players. Yeah, it's all funny watching how they can't put it together, but if you actually just look at the players, that is some real talent there. Like real talent. Like I'm not even gonna hate or be like, do you know what I mean? Like I think that's some real talent there, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, I'm gonna go 8.5.
Yeah, no, you might be right. I'll go 8.
Because I'm also looking at like how many of those players would I want at Liverpool? I'd want Lavia at Liverpool. I'd want Nkunku at Liverpool. I don't want any of Man City signings at Liverpool apart from Guava though. Again, not to go back on it. I want a good 3 or 4 of the players Chelsea bought at Liverpool. I do. Like I just have to keep it a buck. So that's how I look at it anyway. People might think I'm being crazy, but
died.
It don't even make sense, bruv. It's not even battery powered. I don't even understand how that's.
No, the camera's just dead. I don't know what's happened. It's just dead. It's just not.
Right, we've got 2 more teams left to assess, which is Tottenham and Arsenal. So let's do Arsenal. Arsenal's window is David Raya on loan, Urin Timber for 40 million, Kai Havertz for 65 million, and Declan Rice for 105 million. Rate Arsenal's window, bro.
They've had a very good window still. Can't even lie. For what Arsenal need, they needed a Declan Rice to play a party or to replace him because he does get injured a lot. Kai Havertz, I don't quite understand. Timber, I think, was a good signing. Who's that one, Jeff? You said? Who's that one? Raya. I think Arsenal had a good window, but it's only the Kai Havertz one where you look at it and go, that is literally like you're hoping and praying. I'll say 7. 7. Say 7.
I'm gonna go 8.5 for Arsenal because they have 3 players I would take at Liverpool. I would take Timber, I would take Rice, and I would take Raya at Liverpool. So I'll give him an 8.5.
Over Kelleher, would you?
Yeah, Raya's a better goalkeeper than Kelleher. I'm not saying there's a lot in it, but he is a better goalkeeper than Raya. He's more proven.
They got him on loan, isn't it?
Yeah, he's more proven. Like I know we like Kelleher, but there's no point in us lying about it. Raya
I
is a
feel
better
like,
backup
yeah, I was
goalkeeper
asking.
than Kelleher. I'm not going to be biased. Like,
Kai
he is a
Havertz
better
is a
goalkeeper.
mad thing. I just can't lie. Kai Havertz is a mad
I
thing.
still think they overpaid for Rice, as good as a player as he is, but that's neither here nor there. But I think they've had a really good window. I mean, Havertz is, I don't even get that. I almost felt like taking a mark off them just for buying him, but I'll give them, again, 3 players I would take from their transfer window. So I'll give them an 8.5.
I hear that.
And wrapping it up with Spurs. Right, this list is long still. Right, they bought Solomon, and they got him for free. They brought in Ashley Phillips for 2.3 million. They brought in Velez for 15 million. They brought in Vasario, however you pronounce the keeper's name, for 20 million. Kulusevski made his move permanent, so I guess you kind of technically have to count it, for 30 million. Pedro Porro for 40 million. Van der Ven for 40 million. James Maddison for 40 million. And Brennan Johnson for 45 million. Rate Tottenham's window for me, bro.
Tottenham have had a good window, you know. They actually have. They got rid of some deadwood as well. They brought in some good players. I like what they've done, you know. I give Tottenham an 8 still. Give them an 8.
I'm going to give them a 9.
Give them an 8.
The reason I'm going to give them a 9 is because the only player who I would take at Liverpool out of those players would be James Maddison. Possibly Van der Ven. Let's see how he does actually thing. But I'm going to slightly do what you were doing for the Man City thing, Matt. And I'm going to look at what they bought for what they needed. For what they needed, I think they have pretty much filled the majority of the problems they had. I think the only thing they should have done was buy another centre-back. I really think they should have bought another. I think Van der Ven isn't good enough as the only centre-back that they bought. I think they should have went and bought another centre-back. But other than that, I think they addressed all the positions within the team that they needed to fill. So for them, I give them an 8.5 to a 9. I think for what they needed, I think Tottenham had a good window.
I'm going to say 8 for Spurs. I think they done well. I'm going to go 8 for them still. I'll go 8 for Spurs.
No, fair dues. But yeah, they've definitely had a good window, regardless of whichever way.
Oh, yeah, they have. 100%.
But yeah, well, there you have it, people. I mean, that dragged it out a little bit. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're actually going to come back and talk about the Hendo stuff as a separate video. We've made an executive decision behind the scenes that, you know what, let's not just talk about this Hendo thing as some 2-second thing, which is a bit disrespectful to you as the audience, but also to our captain who, you know, let's talk about it properly, innit? So we'll actually come and do an actual video on that, guys, and we'll talk about that afterwards. We don't want to be disrespectful and dismissive and just blow through it. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. But people, there you have it. Let us know what you rate everyone else's window in the comments. Like, put the name, put the rating, give us a list. Let us know what you lot think. And obviously give us a rating on what you think our window was. You know what I mean? As you lot have seen, we've
For real, yeah. How you rating our window?
We've come to a conclusion
what's the
on
rating?
Kopish
Leave the
that our
comments.
window was 7.5.
Yeah.
Let us know what you lot think. What do you rate Liverpool's window? And yeah, we will go from there. We have one super chat before we leave out from JC. Big up, says, I agree with you, Jiff, that Onana is overrated, which is why I nearly broke my phone when I found out he made the Ballon d'Or top 10. What? Did he really?
No, that can't be right.
Wow. All right, this hype is a mad thing.
Ali was the best goalkeeper last season, and this is what I'm saying. Ballon d'Or.
This is how you know it's just about how far you go in the World Cup and how far you go in the Champions League.
Yeah, Ballon d'Or,
that's all that
I'll be
matters
honest,
when
Ballon
anyone's
d'Or's
ever doing any judgment.
Ballon d'Or's been watered down.
Big up yourself, Sean, saying Kopish got a 10 out of 10. Big up yourself for the love as always.
Yeah,
Make sure you smash the like button for us, people. Subscribe if you're new. That is madness. How on earth is Onana in any like anything? It's literally, if your team does well in the Champions League or does well in the World Cup, you're just in the top of the Ballon d'Or list.
Yep.
Literally, like.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
Yeah, no, man. No. Listen.
I think a good takeaway from this episode is, remember, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
My thing.
And on that note, people, big up yourselves as always. As I said, smash the like button and we'll be back and we'll give you that Hendo conversation. Give me a time to actually watch the interview as well because I haven't seen it yet. And yeah, anything you want to say before we take the people out, Matt?
People, love for the love. And like we were saying before, rate our window. Leave comments below. How do you rate the window? What are you lot saying? Leave those comments, people. Love for the love.
Drift, you really think our window's better than Man United's? Oh, 1000%. Is that even? Oh, is that even a conversation?
Man United's window is trash.
Is that even a conversation, bro? On that note,
do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
And we will see you next time, people. Smash that like button on your way out, man. Big up, everyone. Peace.
Love.